Cat cam jump scare. Cat cam jump scare. Look at the cat. Look at the cat. Look at there's a cat. There's a cat. Look at the cat. There's a cat. Look at the cat. Cat cam jump scare. Oh, there's a cat. Look at this cat. Oh, cat. You gotta squish that cat. Squish that cat. Squish that cat. Bye, cat. Sweet. Now we can get into the game. That was all just a ploy to get the game going because I need to play video game. We have a lot to do today. Okay. Today, I'm gonna try to finish the Lainie event today because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream next week. But there's also simulation exercise, but I probably have time. I might do this on my own, or if you have time later. We're gonna get right into the game content and just continue the story. If it sounds like I'm in a hurry, kind of am. But before we start the story, I need to congratulate little Yukino for being first. You're first to the stream. You did it. This makes you better than everyone else. You are now of elevated social status because you hit that button before anyone else could. You keep saying first because you were mid cardio before your core workout. You know what that sounds like? A core. Oh my god, we have to kill Lainie. The recurring trauma might be enough to break the cage of memory. Here we go. Okay, this may get sad, but it's fine. Welcome in, Core. Thump. That sounded more like a splash than a thump. But okay. By the way, if my noise gate fails to cancel out the construction noise from next door, I blame the construction company, not me. I never asked for it. I went to the city council and voted against it. The vote was like almost unanimous. I was the only fucking protester. Like, oh, okay, fuck you all then. After falling through the darkness for who knows how long, Lena finally hits the ground. Oh right, she fell off a cliff. In Minecraft. Oof! The hard Genshin impact she expects never comes. On the contrary, she is gently enveloped by a warm current. Lena pokes her head out of the warm and moist wave. Behold, a proper use of moist. A cerulean expanse is spread out.
A friend of mine said he doesn't understand cloning.
Cloning?
I told him that makes two of us.
It's funny because Lainie makes a clone of herself. A simulacrum, if you will. I needed that one first because I always had exactly 1 PSI over and that bothered me so much. You know, I could resolve that by doing a 1 PSI lurk redeem, but I don't want to. I feel like that takes the redeem slot. Enjoy having 1 PSI over. Next time you claim first or another odd numbered PSI, get absolutely OCD obliterated. I'm going to make Ocarina cost 601 points just to mess with you. A cerulean expanse is spread out before her. Golden sunlight rains down from above. And the sparkling waves are so brilliant, Lena has trouble opening her eyes. Oh no, she used light mode. Lamau just redeemed the cat redeem 3 times in a row. Oh, he's got a point. He's got a point. Is this? Leva's level 3? That can't be right. How about 101 PSI for Ocarina? 101 PSI for... I don't know. Don't worry about it. Lena stares into the distance from where she's floating on the water surface. 1228. That's actually the amount of people I bothered with my musical instruments at the convention, and I will be explaining that in greater detail tomorrow when I do my convention recap, possibly with alcohol. Not far off, a snow-white beach extends along the cerulean water's edge. Towering Ferris wheel stands on the beach. Its multicolored gondolas swaying in time with the music. Frist, congratulations on being Frist. I mean, you did say Frist by itself in a sentence, Frist. Core was saying how he did not claim Frist explicitly. Therefore, May, congratulations, you are Frist. Is this the seasides from before? But how? Ow! ow! But ow! Lana rubs her eyes. The warm and comforting landscape before her reminds her of her fragmented moments she glimpsed as she fell just now. As Persica performs a neural upgrade on UMP-45, another figure watches 45 from inside her neural space. 45, you're being dumb for doing something like this. You already know what I am, don't you? I'm a conscious nest born from the Paraplui virus. I could assert my host's control permissions at any time. You're running the risk of frame damage and having your neural cloud stolen in order to keep a simulated persona like me. You really think it's worth all that? This isn't the first time we've had this conversation, is it? Yuki out the lurk for now hates me. Hates me. Can't believe it. Post cardio rest complete. Time for ab day? Don't hurt yourself. Have a bottle of Jägermeister nearby. 45 silently studies 40. Yeah. I am the obsession from the depths of your heart. I am the reason you don't want to give up this body. Imagine being this hateful? Me. You didn't want to abandon the past back then. Is that still true now? I know that I'll have to say goodbye to 40 one day. But I still can't put her aside at the moment. Because 40 has always been the strength that keeps me moving forward. It isn't just 40 either. Even you. Even though you're just a simulated persona, you've still kept me company in my neural cloud for so long. Whether I was sad, depressed, or misunderstood. When I thought about how I still had you, who understood me, all my problems seemed to fade away. So you're more reliant on me than I thought, 45. That's no good. I'm trying my best to break this dependency, but 45 smiles bitterly. You know it's not that easy. Yeah, I do. 40 smiles as she hugs 45, patting her back gently. Okay. You need me? I can keep you company for a while longer. I'll need to keep the Paraplui virus in your neural cloud under control, come what may. Okay, so her conscience is good, but her nature is bad. Lol. Lamau, even. So just relax and leave it to me, 45. As long as I'm around, you'll never be alone. And you'll never be hurt. Do you get it now, Lena? There's no reason why I did all this. I did it because this is my mission and instinct as a creation of the Paraplui virus. Aw, are you mad? It's Leva's fault for being a sentimental dork. When she insisted on freeing me from her level 3 and insisted on retaining the simulated 40 persona, she should have expected this to happen, no? Lena slowly swims to the shore as the waves lap around her. Various scenes from her neurocloud flicker before her eyes, keeping Lena from seeing 40 clearly. Which of these is the real 40? Did you say you were gonna keep the Paraplui virus in check? Why did you do that to Leva? So what were all these years even for? As Lena thinks back on the years she'd spent with 40, she covers her eyes and big teardrops roll down her cheeks. Even though they'd been fighting side by side until now, even though they'd met each other in Leva's neurocloud many times. But now, all these moments are shattered, like the waves crashing against the shore. All of these moments will be lost in time, like tears in the rain. The sudden sound of an incoming transmission interrupts Lena's tears. Lena, do you read me? Persica! Finally. Persica! 40! 40 trick Leva! She and that Paraplui girl ganged up to seal off Leva and they double teamed me! What should I do? She took Leva's dog tag too! Lena sobs as she explains the situation to Persica. After hearing Lena's tearful narrative, Persica sighs quietly.
The past, the present, the future walk into a bar. It was tense.
You're driving me 2011 to drink! I don't want to drink on a Thursday. I keep forgetting it's only Thursday. I keep thinking it's Friday. But I stream Friday. And I am so impatiently waiting. Because I ordered a special something that should be arriving late next week. 7 to 10 days from now, I hope. I keep checking the package tracking and it still says shipping label created, but we don't have the item yet. We'll update with a shipping date once we receive it. I'm like, please! It's fine. I'm sorry, Lana. Development of the Paraplui virus in Levis Neurocloud and the change in 40 were beyond my expectations. It's all my fault! Does that mean Leva's gonna be rewritten now? What should I do? On the other side of the transmission, Berserker goes silent for a while, then she quietly speaks. Leva isn't beyond help, Lena. You'll have a chance. I still have a chance? Of course. I've told you before. The effective way to deal with Levis Neurocloud issues is to reset her OGAS system and eliminate UMP-40's data. We can't have both. We have to kill my wife or we have to kill Tater's wife. There is no both. Oh! Okay. Okay. I need a fucking drink. A lemon ginger tea! Oh, the good stuff. Earlier, I ruled out that idea because I thought Leva wouldn't agree to delete 40, and 40 didn't pose a direct threat to her anyway. However, now that 40's been infected by Paraplui, it would be better for Leva to just delete her data. Lena reflexively interrupts Persica. What? You still worried that Leva won't agree?
Yeah! Leva doesn't know what happened to 40. So if we just delete the data and have Leva forget 40, won't we be doing the same thing as that weird doll? It's been so many years, but Leva refused to give up on 40. Even if we have to delete 40 for Leva's good, we have to at least tell Leva the reason for it. And besides...
For some reason, Lena remembers the sparkling sunlit sea from before. That nameless warmth and 40's brilliant smile make Lena want to approach her again and get an answer from her.
I want to ask 40 why she betrayed Leva. I don't believe she'd betray a friend of so many years just because of the Paraplui virus. I need to find her and figure all this out. Even if the answer is a cruel one, I need to tell it to Leva. There's gotta be another way, right, Persica? Do I still have a chance of finding 40 now? I know it might be hard, but since I promised to protect what Leva cherished, I can't just give up now!
Persica can feel Lena's determination and nods. Indeed, there is another way. According to what she said, 40 threw you off a cliff. However, you didn't end up in an unknown space, but landed in the sea instead. Alright? Determination, yes, it's just every story is just Undertale if you wrap it that way.
Yes! I don't know why, though. Could the neurospace's instability have messed with 40's plans?
Perhaps 40 really did want to kill you off, but you escaped by some stroke of luck. In any case, you should have a chance to find him. Persica's fingers fly over her keyboard as she says this. After that, the emitter, I hardly know her, Lena is carrying, begins to glow.
What's this? Is another button on it?
Curious, Lena pushes the glowing button. A laser beam shoots forth, hanging in the air and pointing towards a certain direction. Bless my tenfold for Linnea? I don't know who Linnea is, but may she come to you after this quiz. Wait, there's no quiz. That didn't work, no! It's fine. My blessings are out of service. I upgraded it for you. See, it didn't work because I messed it up! The program now has a command to track 40's Neurocloud data. When you push the button, the beam will point in her direction. That way, you'll be able to find her. Can't believe you've done this? It's your fault for gambling. I always tell you when you gamble, you always lose in the long run. That's just how it works. Oh yeah. One more thing. A ray of blue light suddenly sweeps over Lena's body. I fix up the data that got damaged during your previous battles.
Wow! I feel so warm and toasty! My Neurocloud's much more comfy now. Thank you, Persica!
Yep. Go on then. what I can see of Leva's NeuroCloud data, rewrite isn't complete yet. Should be able to make it if you hurry over now. 100% of gamblers stop before winning it big? Yo, what about the gambler that won it big, but it still doesn't count for all his losses over the years? If there really is a way to save Leva, all up to you.
Understood.
Lena wipes away the lingering tears on her face and nods earnestly.
Relax and leave it to me. I will never, ever allow Leva to be rewritten.
The rest is still unwritten. Pants heavily! That is the next stage after the pants grab, is the pants heavily. And if Tanadu's here, he'd come out of the woodwork. Lena runs through her neural space, following the emitter's beam. However, the landscape gets more and more the further she flies. It's as though Leva's neural space is being degraded by the fluctuations from the redundant data. Finally, Lena finds herself in a patch of open wilderness. Heavy mom spaghetti! It's ready. The only thing here is a lonely little cabin.
That's it. The beam pointed this way and there's nowhere else around here.
Lena runs towards the cabin. However, before she can reach it, Lena sees herself reflected on the cabin's outside wall.
Ah! It's like a mirror. Kinda scary.
At work this morning, I was washing my hands in the bathroom, and I looked up to see myself, what I look like at 6 a.m., and I now understand why my coworkers avoid me. I look like a haunted house character. I look like that stereotypical half-dead office coworker. Like, shit. As Lena approaches the cabin, it becomes clearer and clearer. Outer wall of the cabin seems to be made of mirrors. Flat, shiny surfaces reflect the open wilderness and the solitary figure of Lena. In the wilderness beyond the cabin, countless fragments of data whirl in the air like a storm, rising slowly into the sky. They form a twisted black vortex that covers the sky. Sight alone makes Lena slow down. Anne washes his hands, banned from Smash. Lamau, good morning! Good morning, Shahakuma03! Today I'm gonna try to finish the Lainie event. Spoilers for the Lainie event. We're about 2/3 of the way through.
Could this be the last data source?
Kuma, you can call me. Too late! Shakuma03! I'm locked in! The door to the mirror cabin suddenly opens. Though in response to Lena's voice, 40 leans by the door, a smile of approval on her face.
40!
On seeing 40, Lena rushes over to her, stopping just outside the cabin.
40, what have you done? Why did you seal Leva away? Why did you lie to us?
Oh, what a surprise! This is the most secret place in Leva's NeuroCloud, but you found it so soon. Looks like Persica's little toy was pretty handy.
Stop changing the subject and answer me!
Lena, you sound so mad!
Answer me! Why'd you do it? Didn't you tell Leva that you could control the parapluie virus?
Haha, Lena, aren't you forgetting something wrong? Why would I want to control the virus? I am the virus. Taking over Leva's NeuroCloud is my real mission, isn't it?
Why you?
40's smile feels utterly alien to Lena. He tightens her grip around her gun and glances warily at 40 while inspecting her own reflection in the mirror.
What is this place? Is Leva in there? And where's that girl?
Bear. That's not a bear, that's a gun! 40 simply steps aside and makes a beckoning gesture. Please, come in. Weren't you interested in how 45 parted ways with 40? Isn't that experience the reason why you've always felt you could never take 40's place?
No, I didn't.
Oh, don't lie to me, Lena. I can read you like an open book. I could tell you're really bothered by the real 40. Still, it's alright, because you really care about Leva. Therefore, I don't mind giving you this chance. Now then, just walk through the store and you'll learn about that time. Leva might be about to vanish. I don't mind showing you that cruel truth in person before Leva's totally gone. I'm sure you must be dying to know just what Leva did to her most precious UMP-40 during Operation Butterfly, right?
Cut the crap! Leva would never do anything like that!
Lana raises her gun. Ah! Looks like you really are clueless. Looks like Leva hid it all really well. Still, what a shame. 40 strokes the door frame and smiles regretfully. Rewriting Leva's neural cloud means these memories won't be preserved. You'll never know about this part of her past. Oh, do you really not want to know, Lena? This is the most important experience in Leva's neural cloud. The memories of the events that changed her forever. Saying so, 40 steps inside. She looks at Lena and beckons her to enter once again. Won't you come in? The truth of Operation Butterfly lies within. And with that, 40 turns and walks into the depths of the cabin. Lena hesitates for a moment as she stares at 40's back. In the end, she grits her teeth and follows her in, gripping her gun tightly. Gameplay? Nope. Too soon for gameplay in my gacha game. Fire. Fire everywhere. High walls around her crack and collapse. Doll corpses are stacked in the piles. Lena sees this tragic, hellish sight in the mirrored wall before her.
What is all this? Why is this happening?
As she walks through these awful scenes, 40 turns around almost playfully and gives Lena a mournful look. This is what you always wanted to know, Lena. This is how Operation Butterfly ended.
No, it can't be.
Lena shakes her head frantically. Right after that, she sees two familiar figures in the mirrors. It's the scene from Girls Frontline 1!
The song is playing. Now then, 45. Time to choose.
Choose? Choose what?
45. Do you want to die here? Die like the dolls we just killed? Or do you want to leave here alive and escape your fate of being a puppet? They've activated the safeguard program. You know what that means, right?
You're destroying our neural clouds. So we're going to die here?
No, only one of us has to die. The program will stop running as long as one of us dies.
What are you talking about?
Hopeless, isn't it? But that's the fate of all dolls. Which do you choose? Life or death? Answer me, 45!
Before the doll in the image can answer, Lena has already run up to the mirror. She pounds on the mirror, trying to stop the events from unfolding. But it is no use. The scene before her continues playing out. Through her, the hair's breadth of the mirror's surface, 40 grabs 45's gun and points it at her forehead. Why? Why does it have to be like this?
Raise your weapon, 45. Don't pity yourself. That's only for losers.
Right after that, a bullet drills through the doll.
No!
Interstellar moment. Lena throws herself at the mirror with a wail. However, 40 has already collapsed with the bullet hole in her head. Broken, 45 throws down her gun and collapses to her knees in front of 40, clutching her head. Lena covers her mouth in disbelief. She trembles as she sinks to her knees as well, looking at 40 with pleading eyes.
40, did all this? Is this really true?
However, 40's only reply is a calm, enigmatic smile. Yes, it is.
Back then, 40 and 45 took part in the operation while obeying a secret order, but 45 didn't know that she and 40 had long since been infected with Paraplui. And so, while her teammates were still searching for Sangvis Fairy's legacy, the Paraplui virus was suddenly activated, and all the participating dolls were infected. The Griffin dolls slaughtered each other there, in that Sangvis Fairy plant. The mastermind behind all this had prepared to eliminate 40 and 45 to cover their tracks. They triggered the safeguard program they had installed in the neuroclouds beforehand. Once the plan was complete, it would trigger and melt down 40 and 45's neuroclouds. But they miscalculated in the end. In order to avoid this tragic fate, 40 had asked 45 to hand command permissions over to her. So long as 45 killed 40, 45's response signal would vanish as well. And then, Leva became a doll with no identity. A doll who did not exist.
404, meaning not found. That's the lore! By losing everything, she gained her freedom. As 40 speaks, an old gun falls to the ground. It's a UMP-40. Faint bloodstains are still visible on it. So, Leva killed 40. That's how it was all along. As Lena numbly touches the gun, tears spill out from the corners of her eyes. Leva! Ah! Leva! 40! Ah. I don't feel like screaming that. So that's what really happened. So that was really how it happened. In order to survive at this fated tragedy, 45 was forced to murder 40. Lena squeezes her eyes tightly shut, but the tears won't stop. She understands everything now. She knows why Leva cherished 40 so dearly. Why Leva refused to change her frame, no matter what. Why a timid and weak doll was reborn into a crafty vixen. Since 40 gave her life for Leva, it's only natural that nobody could take 40's place in her heart. Lena tries her best to wipe her tears away, but the scene in the mirror is playing out again. Raise your weapon, 45. Don't pity yourself. That's only for losers. Stop it! Stop showing me this! Lena grabs 40's hand as she weeps. I get it! I get it all now! So stop replying it, please! I beg you, 40! I'm sorry, Lena, but I can't. 40 reaches out and pats Lena's head in an apologetic way. That's because I'm not the one showing you anything. Everything you see here, all the cruel images that keep repeating over and over and over, all of them are just the reality that made the Leva of today. All these years, Leva has never forgotten the fact that she killed 40. These tragic scenes have been playing out in her neural cloud over and over again. She grew as quickly as she did because of this unstoppable, unending tragedy that repeats endlessly in her neural cloud. Killing 40 tormented her so badly that she created me in her neural cloud from the parapluie-virus. However, even with a simulated persona like myself to serve as a tranquilizer, no matter how much companionship and comfort I gave Leva, I can't change the cruelty of the past. Tranquilizer? I hardly know. 40 goes quiet, seemingly because of Leva's painful past, but soon she smiles in a strange way. Still, all this is going to end. The neural rewrite has begun. Once the parapluie virus finishes its rewrite, Leva will no longer exist, and neither will this pain. Parapluie will draw a veil over everything. Leva will truly bid the past farewell and embark on a brand new journey. 40, what are you saying? I'm serious, you know. 40 smiles as she strokes a mirror. You see, the interface between level 2 and level 3 is hidden behind this mirror. I wove a lovely dream so Leva would accept the neural rewrite more readily. In that dream, 40 is still alive, and Leva is living happily with 404 and her friends from Griffin. Of course, that includes you, Lena. I bet Leva must be really pleased with that dream, no? After all, she hasn't shown signs of waking up yet. Still, that's fine too. Thanks to you clearing away all the extra data this whole time, Leva's neural space has been stabilized, and I can return behind the mirror to activate the access ports. Once I recover and rewrite her neural cloud, I'll be able to replace Leva and become the true master of this neural space. That won't happen! Quit dreaming! Lena gets up and grabs 40's sleeve. Leva won't drown in a beautiful dream like she says she will. Like you say she will. I can't read. Oh, really? And how do you know? Because I saw all this! Lena wipes her tears away and stares hard at 40. 10 years ago, Leva was strong enough to survive after losing 40. Even after losing her arm, her eye, her name, her identity, and even after becoming a doll that doesn't exist, she never backed down or bent the knee to anyone. She kept repeating those memories in her heart no matter how much it hurt, taking one step forward after another. That's why Leva could grow so fast. Right now, Leva's 100 times more amazing than she used to be. She will never lose herself to a pretty but fake dream. Saying so, Lena raises her gun.
I believe Lena will wake from her dream. Therefore, as her most reliable little sister, I'm gonna help Leva in my own way. I won't let you hold Leva prisoner. I'll show Leva that even after losing 40, there's still goodness and something worth living for in reality. That there'll be someone who will stay by your side.
Saying so, Lena pulls her trigger. A bullet slams right into the gleaming mirror, but appears to hit its transparent coating at the moment of impact and freezes midair. 40 laughs mockingly as she sees this. Lena!
Don't you think you're being terribly naive? Do you think I'd let such a precious mirror go unprotected?
Alright then, I'll take the role of big sister for once. As she said this, 40 picks up the old gun on the ground. Bang! 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 Bullets pepper the ground around Lena's feet. 40 smirks confidently as she watches Lena scurry away.
You think you could save Leva like that?
You're too naive. I'll teach you what it really means to fight on Leva's behalf. And so, the squad of overpowered level 60s are going to confidently demonstrate to this level 21 who looks much cuter in a new outfit. They could have just... Or, unless she's talking about Lena. Yay, Lena's idol outfit. I don't... I'm sure there's plot reasons for this.
I don't care what you do. I'm gonna save Leva.
She's just toying with us now.
Oh my. Nobody'll like you if you're always so fierce.
Bonk. Balls.
Time to give you a free lesson, Lena.
Oh boy, free? In this economy? Let's go. Okay, so we are forced to use this Lena. Unless I can use my own Lena? Maybe? What if... Oh, we have to use that particular Lena. Which means we're gonna have... we're gonna have Tater as Lainie in here. Okay, who should we bring along? Who's in? Let's see. We have my wife. We have Nugget. You know what? Why not? Let's bring Rabbit in. Because Bunny. And once again, we cannot control Bunny. So you know what? We'll do it this way. Wait, is this Girls Frontline 1 music again? I think it is. But it's fine. We get to yap as we see Lainie kill Lainie, probably. This is gonna be funny. Wait, we have to kill everyone? Okay. Alright, it's time to yap again. And the first thing I'm gonna say is something very controversial yet brave. Tesla drivers are the new Prius drivers. But that is giving Prius drivers too much credit because you actually have to drive a fucking Prius. Twice on the road today, coming home from work, I saw a Tesla either driving erratically and or almost getting into a wreck from driving irresponsibly. I guess if you have that much money and car insurance, you can afford to do that kind of shit on the road because human safety is an afterthought if you don't see the other person, therefore your sense of morality is non-existent. That's just how it is. Fortunately, me being me, I was not part of one of them, and I was able to avoid the situation entirely with another one. Hooray for spatial awareness. By the way, Lainie is the one with the wings on her head and a yahoo creature. You're gonna have to post it in an Discord, man. I have no clue who you're talking about. I thought you just misspelled Lainie and Lena. Just for the meme. Oh my god, Lainie killed Lainie. Lainie's hologram killed Lainie's hologram. This is so sad. In other news, anyone in the Discord knows that I am developing train autism, which I guess that just makes me true autism now. Burst! Taters, you came just in time to talk about train autism. It is no secret that I am undiagnosed, but pretty sure it's even in my stream tags. But just know that I am fascinated by trains now. It's now what I listen to at work. I do train documentaries. I've gone full circle. We've done World War II documentaries. Freaking... A lot of the stuff I listen to at work deals with current events now, and by that I mean just the video game industry. But then when I realized all of it is just doom and speculation, I'm all like, okay, what's fun? Trains are fun. I like trains. Get absolutely ripped, bozo. After a vicious battle, Lena forces 40 into a corner.
You lose, 40! I guess. I took you too lightly. I can't believe she's raised such an amazing little sister. Looks like Leva was one hell of a big sister.
People who make speculation videos, listen, it's okay to speculate. It's not okay to do it for mass fear-mongering and bullshit. Just make sure to @ you in gaming. Ayo, I'm checking Discord mid-stream. Oh, it's her! That one! I think I'll pearl her later, it's fine. As she takes in 40's unwillingness to accept her loss, Lena shakes her head sadly.
I still don't get it, 40. Why did you do all this? Leva never treated you badly. She brought you out of her base layer and even asked Persica to grant you all kinds of permissions and authorizations. But now you're hurting Leva and even trying to steal her Nero Cloud. Is this all really just because of the Parapluie-virus commands? You were born to protect Leva in the first place!
If I had to guess, it's because the recent battle with Super Darcher made Leva forget, and that made her mad, so she's going to overwrite and become one. Ha-ha! 40 chuckles. She looks a little tired as she leans against the mirror and slowly thumps to the ground.
I had to say why. I guess it was because I didn't want to live like this forever. From the moment I was born, I lived in a virtual neural space. I could see everything Leva experienced in reality, yet I could only ever simulate the experience in a virtual environment. It's true, I was born because of Leva's wish. I never minded being a substitute for 40, or protecting Leva, or consoling Leva. But at some point, I started thinking of UMP-40, or rather, the words the real UMP-40 said. She said, even T-dolls have a reason to live for their own sake. I know I'm just an imperfect, incomplete persona born for Leva's sake. I can't even be called a proper doll. But even I want a reason to live on for myself.
She wants to be real, and this is just that Nero-sama clip in VR that made me, bruh, I can't imagine how Beetle feels about that. I can only imagine how that would feel.
Not for anyone, but for my own sake. 40 realizes she slipped up and lowers her head. In the past, when Leva was functioning normally, I could still hold back my desire. But now, after that weird doll attacked us, I can't get rid of this impulse in my neural cloud. Perhaps it's just the Parapluie-virus instinct. The virus is urging me to seize control of Leva's neural cloud, which led to the creation of that girl. But didn't Leva survive because she killed 40? In that case, why can't I rewrite Leva's neural cloud? Wouldn't that be like paying back 40? Still, there's no point in saying all that now, is there? I mean, I lost to you, Lena.
40 shakes her head and tries to raise her 40. She smiles bleakly at Lena.
Things being what they are, you should kill me, Lena. Use this old gun and that bullet you picked up. What are you talking about?
UMP-40 throws her old gun at Lena's feet and gestures for her to pick it up.
If my fate is to be deleted by Persica, then I'd rather just die here.
Oh my god, they're just doing the same thing!
Kill me, Lena.
She's literally me.
The only way to kill me is with this gun and with that bullet. By killing me, you will free Leva. If Leva knew you'd saved her, she'd surely think you'd grown up so much. And in the future, she'd allow herself to fully rely on you.
After saying all that, like she's dictating her last will and testament, the simulated 40 raises her hands. She closes her eyes without another word, as though she's looking forward to nothing more than her own death.
Do it, Lena.
UMP-40's voice is quiet. Very quiet. It picks up the gun without saying a word. She chambers the old bullet she picked up at the beginning and takes aim at 40's head. Her finger presses against the trigger. No matter what she does, she can't gather up the will to pull it all the way. Should she shoot her? Should she shoot this liar, this Parapluie spawn creature that betrayed Leva and herself? Lena, what are you waiting for? The UMP-40 before her is acting calmly, awaiting her fate. However, Lena is still hesitating. This person has saved her along her journey countless times before. Even if she flung her off a cliff at the end, what awaited her at the bottom was a sunny expanse of seawater. Hey! Lena's finger tightens around the trigger once again. Something in her neural cloud is keeping her from following through. Should I shoot her? Lena reflexively surveys her surroundings. The cabin is quiet. So quiet that even the girl and her robot seem to have vanished without a trace. Only the cruel scenes from the past are still moving, still playing out over and over again. There's a faint sound of explosions coming from outside the cabin, and unconsciously looks out a nearby window. Far in the distance, so far away that she almost can't make it out, several Goliaths are fighting the robot hordes. Meanwhile, the UMP-40 before her is still quietly urging her on. I'm this close to running out of patience. Hurry up and shoot, Lena. Pitying your enemies for losers. I'm sorry, but I just can't do it. Lena slowly shakes her head. As much as I hate to admit it, the fact is that you're still the sole reason that Leva managed to survive, 40. So I can't shoot you. Because I don't want to kill you. I can't kill you! How disappointing. She's literally me. 40 slowly opens her eyes. She laughs coldly and struggles to her feet. You've come this far, but you're still so soft and weak. In that case, let me give you one final push. As she says this, 40 raises a hand and presses on the shimmering mirror. In response to 40's gesture, the looping images in the mirror vanish. A golden beach suddenly appears in front of Lena. Lena's eyes go so wide that she sees that familiar figure standing by the seaside. Leva! Brah! Yo! You can't just... We're just going right in. We're going right in. The golden sands by the azure sea are slowly dyed in the colors of twilight. UMP-40 looks at the distant setting sun, her feet lingering in the gentle surf. I'm so happy today! The sea is lovely. Unfortunately, today's almost over. Yeah, I just can't get enough of this scenery. If only I could spend every day vacationing by the seaside. Oh, that's right. I have a gift for you, 45. I'll go get it from my luggage. Just wait for me here. Alright. 40 waves cheerfully to Leva and leaves the beach. As 45 watches 40 fade into the distance, her smile slowly fades. The waves lap at the sandy beach as the sunset breeze blows. The waves carry a dog tag to her feet. 45 picks it up. The letters UMP-40 are engraved onto it. The tag looks heavily worn, and there are several scrapes from bullets on it. So that's how it was, huh? 45 takes out another identical dog tag from her pocket. The moment she does, 2, 3, 4. Waves wash up more and more tags and deposit them on the beach. Soon, there are piles of dog tags by UMP-45's feet. I already sensed something was wrong, but I kept trying to fool myself, to treat all this as a sweet dream. But now, I can't even lie to myself anymore. I guess something like this is happening because even my own neural cloud knows all this is fake. Can't keep running from the truth anymore. 45 tightens her grip around the little piece of metal in her hand and turns to walk into the waves. 45, don't go! A shout from 40 stops her. If you stay here, this sweet dream can keep going. I can restore everything to how it was and get rid of all those annoying pieces of metal. As long as you're okay with it, all of us, we can keep living with you like this forever. We can keep training, going to parties, and going on beach holidays together. 45 shakes her head. Sorry, 40, but I can't stay here. But why? This place. Isn't this everything you wanted, 45? The commander's here. You're far from the battlefield. You have 404 and UMP-40. But dolls don't dream. However lovely this all might be, the It's all fake. And I'm not gonna lose myself in a fake illusion. Besides, it's not like you're even the real UMP-40. You're just the guardian program for this place, aren't you?
So you already realized it.
Yep. Every time I wanted to remember the actual past, you'd try to distract me with something else. It wasn't just you either. Everyone else in this sweet dream acted the same way. While I still don't remember why this is all happening, I think I'm getting close to the truth. Your mission is to keep me in this hollow dream. But why?
I just want you to be happy. You have everything you wanted in this dream. You can be with all your friends and loved ones and live in happiness. But once you leave this place, all the cruel scenes that are fuzzy and out of focus here will become stark reality. All your joy will become suffering. You'll lose the person who's most precious to you, 45.
45 shakes her head. No, that's not right. I have to set out to find the truth precisely because 40 is so precious to me. Only the truth can remind me of that fact that I've lost 40 forever. Yes, losing 40 was painful. The same pain that proves just how much 40 meant to me. Of course, I'd like 40 by my side. But choosing to forget my pain and drowning in this beautiful dream, that would be the ultimate betrayal of 40. So, I'm sorry, but I have to let go. With that, MP45 turns towards the pounding surf. Dog tags wash up against 45's ankles, one after another. The sound of clinking metal blends with the sound of waves, both of them gradually transforming into the sounds of Operation Butterfly.
Hopeless, isn't it? But that's the fate of all dolls. So which do you choose? Life or death? Answer me, UMP-45!
Why? Why does it have to be like this?
Raise your weapon, UMP-45! Don't pity yourself! That's only for losers!
These previously indistinct memories flood into 45's neural cloud once more. No. Right now, her name is Leva. The flames of war roll on endlessly before her. The ocean is dyed the color of blood. A sad yet relieved smile spreads across Leva's face. 40. I'm sorry, but I just can't forget these memories.
Ah, so you remembered it all then?
Yep. I backed all these memories about 40 up into my level 3 a long time ago. Well, my neural cloud was damaged a while back. This data wasn't destroyed, just rendered unreadable due to a system error. I can sense that someone is helping me take care of these errors. The amount of computational space in my neural cloud is growing and my records of the past are clearing up. Judging by this style of data warfare, it must be Lena, isn't it? No, that's not it. Not just Lena. Location of these records is extremely well hidden, and only 40 would know about them. Well, I managed to piece all this scattered data together thanks to them cleaning this up. So, sorry, 40. It's time for this dream to end. Leva smiles apologetically and gently hugs UMP-40.
Alright then. If that's your decision, Leva.
The air seems to go out of UMP-40 as she hangs her head and leans against Leva's shoulder. The crimson-dyed battlefield instantly vanishes, and the scene before her, their eyes, reverts to its pure azure color. UMP-40 and Leva return to their appearances in reality. Thank you, 40. Thank you for crafting this sweet dream for me. I've really, really missed you all these years. I've always wanted to see you again and go on vacation with you, to tell you so many things. Whenever I had a happy experience, I would think, if only 40 were here. I had so many things I wanted to tell you, to talk with 40 about.
45.
And so, at the start of this dream, I was really happy because I got to see you again. Even when I sensed something was amiss, I didn't question it too much, because I was terrified that if I questioned my happiness too deeply, it would disappear. Even now, I don't want it all to end. Still, I have to go. I know someone else is out there, trying to break open this space. Someone's calling me. and their voice is getting louder and louder. Voice is calling me. Eva. You understand, don't you, 40? While I tried running away from that fact once, my present self no longer treats you, treats 40, as my only emotional crutch. As Leva, I have more reasons, new reasons to keep living, compared to when I was 45. I've been subconsciously rejecting that conclusion, because I saw it as a betrayal of you. That's why I kept trying not to think about it, and I almost lost myself in that dream. I won't run away from it anymore. Reality is cruel, but I will accept it. Because I've already set the past down. My present self will live on as Leva, just as you've hoped. For anyone else, but for my own sake. I understand. The piles of metallic tags on the beach have vanished at some point. UMP-40 smiles in what looks like relief. It might just be a Guardian program, but my data was derived from UMP-40 after all. And I understand why 40 made this sweet dream. 40 tried to seal you away with this beautiful past. It would protect your neural crowd from erosion by the outside world, and also keep you from interfering with it. She also wanted to use this dream to see if you were brave enough to bid the past farewell. And now, I have your answer. Wow, this was quite unexpected. Turns out the present 45 is stronger than 40 now. Looks like the girl who was always cowering behind 40 has finally grown up. UMP-40 smiles and gently rubs Leva's cheeks. Unable to hold herself back any longer, Leva sinks her face into the crook of 40's neck and sobs quietly into it. 40. As Leva sniffles, ripples begin running through the neural space. The sky and sea roil and churn as the waves below their feet grow more and more intense. Soon, an old gun comes into view from between the waves. Ah! Looks like the seal is about to be broken. Come on, strike me down. Huh? UMP-40 picks up the old gun and places it in Leva's hands. I'm still the Guardian programmer of this space after all, and my duty is to keep you from leaving. I can't run from that either. So, if you want to leave this place and figure out what's wrong with 40 outside, you'll have to take this gun and strike me down. Kill her again? Except this time. Except this time it's for real. Let's get my electric team in here. Let's get my wife. And let's get my super nugget. Super nugget, engage. Okay. Like, I get really emotional during Girls Frontline events, and this is no exception, because I get really emotionally invested. I think it is a good thing to get emotionally invested. When I was much younger, when I'd watch movies, I'd cry a lot at movies, and my mom would always try to console me by saying it's just a movie. I've always hated that. It always pisses me off when someone tries to downplay emotional investment. Because if you do that, it kind of loses the entire impact. But then, if you accept that, the question becomes, then what's the point in watching any movie if you're not allowed to be emotionally invested? So, this is the power of stories and waifus, I guess. I could ramble on about bad things parents tell their kids. You know what? I think I will. When my goldfish died. Yeah, we're going into this story now. I was in absolute shambles when my first goldfish died. I was like... I basically died completely on the inside. And my parents desperately tried to keep me up with everything they thought I liked. When the reality is, just let the kid mourn. Leave him the fuck alone. Don't invalidate his feelings. Just basically the fundamental lesson that I feel like, at the very least, my parents missed was that you shouldn't invalidate your kids' feelings. I think that lesson goes beyond parenting to just society as a whole. Toxic positivity is something that I've had to live and deal with, and fortunately I've learned to recognize it and call it out and have a zero tolerance policy with it. Normally zero tolerance policies are bad, but in my case, it just call it out. Toxic positivity is more harmful than just straight negativity. It's like how with passive aggression, just go full aggressive, dude. Bring out the fucking killdozer. When I first learned about the killdozer story, I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I can see why you'd do that. I'm not gonna elaborate what I feel about that any further, because technically doing so would be against TOS. There's a lot I could talk about that is technically against TOS. I actually read the TOS. I read streamer guidelines. Not many people do. You can tell someone's never read the streamer guidelines if they put shit like no hate speech or anything like that in their stream rules, because the Twitch TOS already includes that, and that governs all corners of Twitch. To put that in your rules just paints you as a virtue signaler. A gray-haired form frantically dodges bullets by the seaside. After being hit several times, she sinks to her knees on the beach, like she's given up on resistance. She looks up at Leva, who's closing in on her. Not being able to say negativity is far worse for the mental. Hey, echo chambers, let's go! Although she's completely worn out, she gives the person before her a relieved smile. You've become really amazing, 45. Looks like my mission is truly over now. Meanwhile, Leva has a focused look on her face as she slowly walks toward her. The words UMP 40. 40. After saying goodbye to you, I swore I'd become stronger and keep moving forward. I wouldn't let anyone stand in our way until I completed our promise. I'll never forget 40, but I'm different now from how I was back then. As for 40's memories, they aren't a life preserver to save me from drowning, but a precious gem called hope. And I need to let her know that as well. Yes. So do it! Shoot! The only way you can escape the seal is by killing me, like in Operation Butterfly. As she says this, 40 suddenly grabs the muzzle of her gun and points it at her head. Leva reflexively tightens her grip on the gun. UMP-40 laughs merrily, as though she's sensing Leva's hesitation. Go on. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm just a Guardian program. I'm not the real 40 or the simulated persona you created. So shoot me, 45. It won't harm anyone. Leva falls silent. Her finger is in contact with the trigger, but her neurocloud is processing at lightning speed. Does she really need to kill the 40 in front of her? Does she have to recreate that? The ground below Leva's feet suddenly shifts. Crack, crack! Even the sky and sea begin to shudder. Something seems to break amidst the violent shaking. A hole in space suddenly appears on the coastline, and someone jumps through it, running toward Leva. Leva! Don't do it! No! Lena almost trips over her own feet as she reaches Leva and pushes the gun down. Don't kill 40! I saw everything on the way here! I saw your past, everything you and 40 went through! I saw it all, the good and the bad! Leva, there's gotta be another way to break the seal! Don't choose to take everything on yourself again! I don't want you to have to go through what you did back then! After a brief silence, Leva shakes her head helplessly before wiping away the tears on Lena's face. Then she stuffs the gun into Lena's hand. Hey, why don't you take out the mag and look at it? Huh? Lena stares dumbly at Leva for a moment. A moment later, she removes the magazine. It's just completely empty. One in the chamber. Eh? But why? It should be full. Oh yeah, well, it was. Leva chuckles as she looks at the stunned Lena and the confused UMP-40. But you see, I ran out of bullets after we fought. And just now, I thought things through carefully. Leva smiles and taps the barrel of the gun. The dazed and confused 45 has now grown up into Leva. I'm not gonna meekly accept my fate of killing 40 again, like I did back then. Now, I'm gonna make my own choices. Never wanted to kill you, 40. That had nothing to do with the fact that you're 40, or because of my past. Simply because I chose not to. I believe that killing 40 wasn't the only way to get out of this neural space's seal. Oh, I just decided to make the remaining bullets disappear. I mean, this is my neural space, so doing that was a piece of cake for me. After all, it would be so terribly tragic if there was a misfire and the events of the past played out again. Saying so, Leva makes a finger gun with her right hand and makes a pew-pew gesture at 40's forehead. This motherfucker! You see? Lena's here, which means the seal can be broken from the outside. So, it turns out that rather than the dilemma where someone has to die, it's actually a happy ending, which doesn't sacrifice anyone. Isn't that right? That being the case, you don't need to be such a drama queen. Goodness, what will I do with you? 40 laughs as well. It seems the 9 who was always checking along behind her big sis has grown up to 45's capable assistant. I guess I can let you leave peace of mind after all. Something invisible seems to have broken in the sky. Sunlight, the seaside, the beach, everything before her eyes is shattering and fading away. 40 looks at the two of them and smiles. In that case, goodbye, 45. Goodbye, 40. Keep watching me. Watch me, and watch how we've changed. Yep. And if we get to meet again, call me Leva. Man! And with that, it's Bezos break time. We're not done yet. There's still more to do. Because we still have a story mode, 2 story modes, and the final boss. So, Bezos break. We're gonna take a 3-minute break, and when we come back, we will be continuing and hopefully finishing the story. So I'll catch you all in 3. And don't watch the ads! Well, let's go gambling! Oh, dang it. I mean, not quite dang it. I still need to get Lainie's weapon. So that's what the gambling is for. We do a little gamble. Wait! Give me the good purple. Aw, oh, dang it. Aw, oh, dang it. Aw, oh, dang it. Aw, oh, dang it. God damn it. Well, there goes our guaranteed purple. Aw, oh, dang it. 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 We didn't even get the crappy version of the gun. Like, this is the worst, actually. Not only did we not get the purple gun, we didn't even get, like, the blue version of the... Wow. Let's continue the story. Bipolar contagion. The virus and the protection program are one and the same, sharing the same code. As Leva leaves the mirror with Lena's hand in hers, all the mirrors in the cabin instantly shatter into fragments. Ayo, hand-holding? We don't get a hand-holding CG? Understandable, have a great day. What a lovely pair of sisters you are. I can't believe you broke the seal together. I just wanted to poke Lena and have her feel the pain of you killing 40 again. But unfortunately, there's no point to that now. I guess I'm a failure of a virus after all. For a moment, 40 hangs her head in dejection, but then she perks up again almost immediately. No, that's fine. That girl from the same source as me is still around, and as long as she keeps evolving, she'll be able to rewrite Leva's neurocloud all the same. So you better kill me and reset the data sooner rather than later. Otherwise, there's no telling when Paraplui will eat away at your neurocloud. 40, you really want us to kill you so badly? Oh, please. I'm the super dangerous Paraplui virus that sealed you up, completely bamboozled Lena, and tried to overwrite your neurocloud. Don't either of you have a single iota of self-preservation? You should be resetting me or just killing me on the spot, no? Should we? I think your seal was particularly dangerous. Yo! That sweet dream you made for me prevented my neurocloud core from being affected by Paraplui or the redundant data. In addition, the shutdown caused by the seal you put on me brought the matter of the attention of the outside world. That's hardly the purpose of the Paraplui virus. So she's the good half. I didn't think you'd have this much trust in me. Looks like Operation Seduce Leva was super effective. Yo! Unfortunately, I only did that to remove outside distractions to make it easier to rewrite your neurocloud. But you didn't even try to rewrite Leva's neurocloud, did you? Also, you were helping me understand Leva all this while, and you helped me get rid of the redundant data, too. You forget who pushed you off that cliff? I suppose that happened, but the abyss at the bottom of the cliff led me to the sea. I didn't fall into level 3 or anything. That was just because the neurospace was unstable. It's not like I was intentionally sparing you or anything. Okay, Wawa. But if you hadn't told me where Leva was sealed, I wouldn't have been able to find Leva and break the seal either. Your sisters are really stubborn. You're the stubborn one, aren't you, 40? The moment you sealed me in level 3, you've been playing the part of what you see as a villain. Just because you heard about a one-and-done solution from Persica, you went off and put on a bad guy act. No, you tried to bait Lena and me into becoming the bad guys to facilitate your martyr complex. Yes, it was a really damn good dream you made. I actually lost myself in it for a bit. In the end, I still woke up. I did so because I knew that I needed to be fully awake and conscious for both the sake of the past and the future. 40, you forgot the most important thing. I'm no longer the person I used to be. You're sitting there all smug because of that dream you wove and because that plan you thought was the ideal solution. And I have to say that the ending you wrote for yourself is complete, utter crap. Yo! You! For a moment, it looks like Leva's gotten through to 40. However, she soon regains her defiant attitude. Leva wants to keep going on, but the cabin suddenly shakes. Huh? What's going on? Lena looks outside and she nervously tugs on Leva's arm. This is bad, Leva! Those robots are outside and they're surrounding the cabin! Oh look! My little sister's here to help. Looks like she's preparing to absorb the final data source. I suggest you leave ASAP if you don't want to get eaten up. Leva shakes her head helplessly as she notes the look of relief on UMP-40's face. What about you, 40? Are you really content to let her eat you up? That's my purpose. Why should I not be content with it? You've forgotten what we talked about in my level 3. You said that you wanted the strength to help me out and to be a secret collaborator with me. You also said that you were mine alone, that you were 40's irreplaceable persona. You left a really deep impression on me that day you entered my level 2. As I recall, you used my visual modules and viewed the world all day long. You refused to let me close my eyes even though it was well past midnight and everyone in 404 had gone to bed. Even the darkest night has all sorts of interesting lights in it if you look hard enough. Remember, that was what you said. Back then, you hated level 3 and its dark nest so badly. And now you want to die and go back to that pitch black world? Yo, Abday, holy shit. Motherfucker, you're gonna be the next One Punch Man if you keep that up. God damn. Is there even a point to bringing all this up now? Ah!
You are gay. Baseball, huh?
That's not how that works. Uranium, no, that's not how that works. Ah. God damn it. In the biz, that's what we would call a projection. I don't think... Kaboom! A sudden explosion cuts Leva off halfway. More and more explosions follow, and the little house of mirrors shakes harder and harder. Ah! I can barely keep my footing, and the robots are closing in! However, Leva's attention remains focused on 40. She couldn't be any calmer if she tried. I don't believe that there's no way to deal with the parapluie virus. It's like how we managed to undo your seal without having to kill you. I don't want to listen to this. Can't you just leave me here in peace? Oh, so you like peace, 40? Why did you keep trying to chop me up every time I return to my neurospace? Aww! Because being alone is so boring! Also, that was then. This is now. God damn it! 40 is not only reminding me of me, but one of my friends. Like, straight up. Ah! The roof's coming down! Level 40! Let's get out of here or we're gonna end up squished! Squish that cat. If we go together. We're not leaving until I bring 40 around. Leva holds a hand out to 40, a determined expression on her face. You! Leva, look out! As Lena calls out, the cabin's ceiling beams crack and break, collapsing down on the two of them. Upon seeing Leva's about to be crushed, 40 throws herself at Leva. However, Lena's a split second faster, shoving the falling debris aside. Using the opening, Leva reaches out and grabs 40, slings her onto her back, and sprints for the exit. Eh? Yo, 45's been the Giga Chad, like, all story. I knew you'd protect me, 40. So this time, I'll protect you. Wait! Put me down! Lena, let's go. Leva runs out of the cabin with 40 on her back. And after they rush out, the small mirror cabin collapses with a loud crash. She has God's caliber! Yes, I've made that joke every stream, including this one. Let's go.
Wow, that was close! Good thing we got out of there. 40, Leva, how are you guys?
I'm fine. Leva smiles, then puts down the squirming 40. The moment 40's feet hit the ground, she immediately backs several steps away, making space between herself and Lena and Leva. The power of God and... Don't be so quick to get mad or celebrate. We got big problems ahead of us. Saying so, Leva smiles and points in front of them. Lena turns to look and exclaims in shock. Ah! What the heck is that? Black shadow is skimming across the ground towards them, not far from where the cabin used to be. Long, curled locks flutter in the wind as the sharp spikes on the hems of a dress score deep gouges in the ground. In the blink of an eye, the black figure has closed the distance to the three of them. It is then that Lena recognizes this speedy shadow. It is none other than the mysterious girl from before, who still doesn't have a name! However, not only has the girl gotten bigger, the look on her face has changed too. Golden eyes are filled with madness, and she's glaring at the three of them. In particular, UMP-40, who's standing off to the side.
I've been waiting so long for this. And I'm hungry. So hungry. All of you will be delicious nutrients for me. I'm gonna eat you all up.
The girl giggles as she approaches the trio.
Level 40, look out!
Uranium, you're missing the story. You could be experiencing the story in the game too, and doing your part in the Gunsmoke front line to help us get more points. Because what is life if you're not scoring points? Lena doesn't wait for the girl to get close before opening fire on her, but the bullets simply bounce off of her. Plot armor. On the contrary, the girl passes between Lena and Leva like a phantom and appears in front of UMP-40 with a whoosh.
I've missed you so much, Big Sis.
40 scrambles back, but the girl already has a firm grip on 40's arm. The girl's pale face, filled with longing, splits open savagely as she smiles in an innocent yet horrifyingly way. I always stop playing gotchas because I lose any sense of self-restraint. Lamau, just don't spend money. That's what 2K is doing. I would say that's what I'm doing, but I do the $5 monthly thing. It's okay, I make it back by streaming this. Actually, no, I don't. I'm playing this at a loss.
I caught you! Come play with me, Big Sis. Become a part of the family. We'll rip them to pieces together.
40 reflexively tries to struggle free, but the girl is surprisingly strong. She doesn't give 40 a chance to struggle or speak. In an instant, her hair transforms into long vines that entangle 40 and drag her off into the distance. You spend $5 for monthly, you spend 30 monthly to me. You could just not do that. Like, shit, that means I'm not Fuck. I don't actually look at my expenses. I don't actually look at my Twitch income. I just know I make 2 cents per stream from ads. Okay. Thanks. 40! Leva moves quickly as she sees UMP-40 being taken by Liam Neeson. Lena immediately begins shooting at the girl too. However, the girl seems to be prepared for this, as a horde of robots rush in from behind her, surrounding Leva and Lena.
Ah! It's his back! He's getting away!
Take out the bots first! Gameplay? The vines coiling around her suddenly give way, and UMP-40 hits the ground hard. Ooh! 40 struggles to rise from the dusty ground. Then she freezes up. Countless data fragments are floating in the jet black sky. They swirl and gather, twisting high in the air like a cyclone. After being drawn in and up, countless fragments rain down again, their black nests shrouding the sky. It is as though someone had opened a gigantic umbrella in Leva's neural cloud.
What is this? This is our home, of course!
The girl hops and skips over to 40, pushing her face against 40's again.
This is Parapluie's home! You and I are the children of Parapluie! Parapluie's kids will all grow up here!
Wait, we can have kids with her? Shit. Really tempting. However, 40 falls silent. After realizing she's not getting the answer she wants, the girl grabs 40's hand again.
We're all kids of Parapluie! Just stay here.
Stay with me.
We can grow up together and live here together. Stay and keep me company, okay?
The girl tugs on 40's hand with childish playfulness. Though she's fought her several times before, for some reason, 40 can feel a sense of actual kindness here, as though they're really the same. She can't help but look hard at the girl. Jarvis, activate freak mode. Don't do that after saying you're looking hard at the girl. No! The timing, no!
Why do you look so different? Because I'm growing. I'll become more and more awesome as time goes by.
What happens if I stay behind to keep you company?
Then we'll eat the two of them and become bigger and better. This place, this whole amusement park, it'll become our home. We can play together forever here.
Then, what about the people who get eaten up?
Eating them means eating them all up. Running them into bits and pieces. I'm so hungry, big sis. Come with me. We'll eat the two of them.
A hungry and longing look enters the girl's eyes again, as though she's being struck by 40's words.
I'm hungry. So hungry. I want to eat them. I want to eat more. So much more.
Get this girl an MRE. She won't be hungry after one, I promise. If you're still hungry after one MRE, you eat too much. Because that's like half your caloric intake. The girl gazes into the distance. Her hair flutters into the constant wind, and her canines begin to reveal themselves. Get the girl a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Not sponsored, by the way. Just then, 40 is reminded of how the girl's entire head had transformed to look like a Venus flytrap earlier. Yeah, I still would. Despite my better judgment. Would Leva end up like that if she were consumed by the parapluvirus? 40 doesn't say anything. Secretly clenches her fists. On the edge of the data storm, Leva and Lena are fighting off the robots that are surrounding them. Imagine being sponsored by Snickers. Imagine being sponsored in general. Bang, 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 bang! Hey, that's a Green Day song. Although the number of robots is decreasing, Leva is starting to get more and more frustrated. These data fragments are everywhere. I can't tell where 40 is. Alright, I'm gonna lurk. Have fun, we're finishing the event. I'll be streaming for a while longer. At this rate, 40 is gonna be consumed by the parapluvirus. Lena seems to sense Leva's uneasiness. After driving off the nearby robots with gunshots, she takes the opportunity to approach Leva.
Leva, I have a way to find 40.
Lena takes the emitter out of her pocket, I hardly know her, and presses the button. A red beam suddenly lights up in the dark, gloomy sky and traces a narrow path into the distance. Ha! What a surprise! It's one of Persica's little toys. Need to thank her after we get out of here.
Yep, Leva, this way. I'll cover you.
Under the jet black umbrella, the girl continues tugging on UMP-40's arm.
Big sis, I'm so hungry. Let's go get them. I can smell them right now.
Imagine that.
I can't eat them all, not by myself. But together, we can tear them into itty-bitty pieces and eat them all up.
40 seems to have made up her mind at last. She slowly pulls her hand away and slowly shakes her head at the girl. And it is at this moment all the fucking Vorophiles sigh in disapproval. I'm sorry. Perhaps we're sisters in the truest sense, but I can't stay with you.
Why?
The girl seems thoroughly confused by the rejection and clings tightly to UMP-40. However, UMP-40's only response is a faint smile. Although everything before her is darkness, she's looking at a place that's far, far away. Perhaps it's just level 3, or perhaps it's that azure expanse of an ocean. It's a place where someone once made a promise to her. No. Perhaps the promise was made with someone else, not her. Still, it's enough. For the sake of that promise, she will pay any price to eradicate the threat of the parapluvirus once and for all. Because I am not, and I have never been your sister. And there's no way I'll let you eat anyone up! 40 punctuates her declaration with a burst of gunfire. Even though data from the same source can't inflict fatal wounds to the girl, she can buy time for Leva by slowing the girl down.
Ah! Big sis, why are you?
The girl's expression turns feral as she's suddenly attacked. In an instant, her curly hair and the spikes on her dress all stab towards UMP-40. Ah! 40 stumbles out of the way, but the girl glares angrily at her before directing the robots around her to surround 40.
I hate you! I hate you!
No, she's just like every girl I've ever talked to. Let's fucking go.
This place is Parapluie's home! If you're not a child of Parapluie, then you can die!
Damn. And with that, the girl angrily waves her hands before turning to leave. An endless horde of robots swarm 40. She drowns under this despairing tide. 40 slowly stops being able to see or hear anything. Her body is so heavy that it feels unreal. Perhaps she'll become myriad data fragments that'll join the rest of the shards in the air, melding with that huge umbrella in the sky. Sorry. I guess I failed after all. Still, this is good. Now Leva won't have a reason to refuse the data reset anymore, right? Leva will be completely safe once the reset is done. As that thought fills her mind, 40 slowly closes her eyes. She knows the big umbrella in the sky isn't a distant thing anymore. She surrenders herself to the darkness around her with a sigh of relief. In the darkness, she imagines she can hear the girls giggling again. However, the laughter is soon interrupted by the sound of gunfire. A bright light clears the storm away and banishes the darkness around her. 40! We're here to help! 40! 40's eyes snap open. A little point of intense light shines through the furious storm. Behind it, Leva and Lena are forcing their way in, guns blazing.
Leva, over here!
Yep. With Lena covering her, Leva's gun downs all the robots in her way. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Bye-bye to the ones on this side, too. Leva, I can see 40. She's over there. 40!
In the distance, Lena waves to 40 while gesturing for Leva to approach at the same time.
Why are you doing this?
40 goes stiff. She can't stop herself from yelling at Leva and Lena.
Lena, stay back! The parapluie virus is out of control. If you stay here, it'll devour your neuroclouds.
However, Lena and Lena ignore 40. Instead, they continue shooting and advancing.
Almost there, 40. Just hang on.
Soon, the light of their muzzle flashes illuminates the ground in front of 40. Leva and Lena finally break through the swarm of robots and run over to 40. The two of them are covered in wounds from the fighting up until now. Lena lays down covering fire for Leva as the latter reaches a hand out to 40. Would you come with us? Lena and I won't be able to last for long if you keep dragging your feet.
Why are you doing this?
As she looks into Leva's resolute gaze, 40 bursts into tears.
Why won't you and Lena just give up on me even after everything that's happened? All you had to do was just leave me here and delete me along with the rest of the virus. It would have solved all your problems. Wouldn't that be better for everyone? You could have finished this just by leaving me behind. I was never meant to exist in the first place. I'm just a ghost who stole the identity of UMB40. So why are you treating me like this? Why can't you just put an end to everything? Hearing that just pisses me off!
Before Leva can reply, Lena's already shouting so loudly that her voice carries over the gunfire.
Isn't it obvious, 40? We're not giving up on you because we're family! She said the thing! Even if you're a ghost, you've spent 10 years with us. That makes us family.
We can't leave you here, 40. We need you on the girls' front line too! God! Okay.
Where? Emily?
Yep. Yes. Leva walks up to 40. Her hand curls up into a fist, and she bumps it against the virtual 40's palm. Too many times have I gone to fist bump someone when they went for a handshake, and then we just get tangled in whatever, and it just becomes an absolute mess. Happens almost every week at the racetrack. We aren't just roomies, you know? We're friends, family, sisters even. Maybe 40 isn't the best name for you, but we're still sisters in name and fate, so I will never, ever give up on you. Now it's time to go home, so let's go. Once again, Leva grabs 40's hand. Lena's clearing away the enemies in front of them. Tears stream down 40's cheeks. This time, she finally takes the hand that's offered to her. And we proceed. Oh! She gets a thing. Okay. Double purification. When you kill the enemy, you also kill your weakness. I don't think that's how it works, but okay. Let's do this.
Leva, 40, over here!
Under Lena's cover, the three of them barely managed to escape from the storm of robots and managed to find a relatively safe space in the narrow space. Once Leva lets go, 40 slumps over powerlessly into the ground before curling up into a sobbing ball. Oh. After patting 40's head, Leva sits down beside her. 40. You know, I did treat you like 40 at first and found myself depending on you. After all these years, you're not a substitute 40 anymore. Right now, to me, someone in my Nero Cloud who's always kept me company, cared for me, someone who's very precious to me. No matter how convenient resetting my OGAS system would be, I can't accept it if the price for that is sacrificing you. After I lost 40, I promised myself I would never give up on my friends, even if they're imaginary. Leva! Oh, please, don't give up on yourself either, okay? Leva squeezes 40's hand. And besides, never really wanted to die, did you? Leva points to the surrounding area. While it's in ruins now, they can still make out the multicolored amusement park grounds. You've always wanted to visit a real amusement park, haven't you, 40? All these colorful fairground attractions popped up because of your wish. Always wanted to see all those things you saw on the net in reality and experience all those fun things I told you about. If you die here, these wishes will never come true. You totally want to live, don't you, 40? Like you said, even a doll has a reason to live for her own sake. Sure, I'm mad that you tricked me earlier, but I also want you to live on. After all, you've been with Leva for so many years that I don't want you to disappear just like that. In fact, I'd like it if you could join us in the real world too. Also, you kept saying you were under the control of Paraplui, but all the stuff you did to protect Leva was done out of your own will. If you've got a wish like that, it means you've surpassed your instincts and nature as a virus. So if you've worked that hard, Leva and I just can't ignore you either. As she takes in the determined expression on Leva and Lena's faces, 40 smiles sadly again. Yeah, of course. Of course I want to live. I want to fight by your side and experience all kinds of fun things too. But the Paraplui virus is a huge ticking time bomb. I'm sure you've both seen it too. As long as I exist, that bomb might go off at any time. When that happens, everyone around me might get hurt, just like 10 years ago. And I don't want to see that kind of thing happen again. 40 hangs her head in sorrow. Is that why you decided to sacrifice yourself? Yeah. Persica was right. The best way is to just reset your OGAS system and delete my data. That would permanently remove any risks the virus might pose to you. And you knew I wouldn't accept that. That's why I tried to take advantage of your Nero Cloud being damaged to manipulate Lena into doing it. But not only did it not work, it got the two of you hurt again. Sorry. 40's head droops even lower. Actually, I should be apologizing to you. Leva smiles apologetically. She walks up to 40 and gently places a hand on her head. Things got as hard for you as they did because I've always been relying on you. I forced you to make this decision and take everything in your own shoulders. So, I'm sorry, 40. It was all my fault for not realizing that it's been bothering you all this time. But please believe me when I say I'll find some other way for you and me to keep living on. Leva's words make 40 raise her head. There's a hint of sadness in the way she looks at the two of them, not quite believing what she's hearing. Really? Is there a way to do that? Sure there is. Leva tightens her grip on 40's shoulders. I'll find a way, no matter what it is. Even if it's only for a minute. As long as you trust me and don't give up, we'll find a way to make that minute count. Yep, Leva's right. I'll help out too. I'll make sure you and Leva make it out of this all right. 40's tears start flowing again. I'm sorry. Leva, Lena. Thank you. No need to thank us. We're family after all. Right now, the most important thing is to deal with that big problem ahead of us. Leva gets to her feet and looks into the distance. In the wilderness, a black figure is slowly taking shape inside a data store. Looks like that shrimp is almost finished condensing all that Paraplui virus data. What should we do, Leva? Should we go scout things out? Hang on, maybe you could ask Persica for her opinion. 40 scratches her head with an embarrassed look on her face. Sorry about that. And I couldn't contact Persica for help because I cut off the signal.
But I promise I won't ever do it again from now on. I'm sure you'll get through this time. Yep, I'll go ask Persica.
Lena hits the call button, and the transmission goes through immediately. Yo, you all there? 42? Get through it all. Had you'd all been rewritten by Paraplui.
Persica, I'm sorry,
We'll talk about 40 later. Persica, we need your help with something. Bet you do. Let me guess. You're gonna deal with the Paraplui virus.
Yep.
Oh, what's the situation now? I'm picking up dramatic changes in the new persona spawned by the virus. What happened to her? The viral data starting to fuse together? She seems to have absorbed all the junk data. We're concerned about approaching because it might affect 40's data too.
Yeah, if we let her go like this, Leva and 40's neural clouds might get overwritten, right? How should we deal with her? Got any ideas?
Let me think. Actually, looking at this data gave me an idea. I'll need a volunteer to do an experiment. Persica glances meaningfully at 40.
Huh? What do you want from me, Persica?
It's hero time! The hurricane rages across the plains. 40 weaves between the wandering robots as she heads straight for the eye of the storm. Countless robots follow in her wake, but Lena and Leva take them out one by one.
Persica, is this close enough?
No, get closer. 40 continues running ahead while Leva and Lena keep pace behind her.
Is this really okay? Any further and 40 might get sucked up by that big umbrella. Even if you're trying to communicate with that girl, this is too dangerous.
Given the present situation, there's no option that's too risky. And besides, 40 still has us. If she runs into any problems, we'll help 40 take care of it.
Yep, got it.
Fortunately, Lena's fears do not come to pass. Perhaps it's because it's almost done absorbing data, but the hurricane suction is much weaker than before, and 40 doesn't get sucked in even when she runs toward it. With Lena and Leva covering her, 40 soon breaks through the cordon of the remaining robots and reaches the base of the hurricane. Countless data fragments are coming together in the gray sky. Between them, a huge, creepy, dark shadow is taking form. It seems to be the girl from before, but it seems somewhat different. 40 raises her hands and waves frantically towards it.
Oi! Hey!
The shadow in the sky shifts, as though in response to 40's voice.
Don't you want to be with me? So come with me.
40 points at herself and then at the shadow.
I could keep you company. We can be together.
She don't trust you no more. The floating shadow remains silent.
Hello? Can you hear me?
40 starts waving her hands frantically again to get the shadow's attention. This time, the shadow finally seems to get 40's meaning as it slowly approaches 40.
Ah! Exists! Have you finally come to your senses? Yeah, we can...
However, the shadow suddenly raises her hand and chops it down towards 40.
Look out! Ah!
A creepy robot rushes towards 40 from beside the shadow. 40 frantically tries to roll away and counterattack, but another robot's already hot on her heels. Kind of vicious today, aren't we? 40 opens fire and eliminates it. However, it's followed by another, and 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 another. More and more robots come into existence besides the shadowy figure. At her command, they surround and attack 40. However, unlike how they couldn't deal any real damage to each other before, 40 can distinctly feel the impact from their data this time.
What's going on? Weren't the attacks from before?
40 stumbles, unable to avoid the robot's attacks.
This is fun! This is fun!
The shadow floating in the air giggles as she watches 40 scurry around below her.
You like it? I prepared this treat just for you, my ex-sister! Unfortunately, you rejected my invitation. That means you can join them in my belly as food!
Huge black spikes of data fall from the sky, plunging towards 40 as the robots attack her. Ooh! 40 barely manages to evade the spikes, but the robots attack her again. 40! Persica, how much longer? Hang on. I'm still analyzing her. Leva, Lena, stop supporting her and back off. Let 40 handle this by herself. 40, keep drawing the girl's attention.
But isn't that really dangerous? Got it.
40 fires her gun as she engages the attacking robots by herself. Just as 40 clears away the enemies around her, more and more robots fall out of the sky. While she's still shooting, 40 is starting to look visibly worn out as the robots continue attacking her from all sides. Several times when they just barely miss her.
40! I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Lana watches nervously from the side, and she almost makes a move when 40 is nearly struck. However, Persica yells at her. Lana, stay back!
But, 40, Persica, what are you doing? How much longer do we have to wait?
Persica doesn't answer. She only studies the screen intently while typing rapidly.
It's okay. I can still hold out.
40 manages to smile cheerfully at Leva from inside the pack of robots.
So relax, Leva. Just think of yourself as my guardian angel this time around. Trust me, the battle will be over soon.
40! While the rational part of her knows Persica must have some reason for doing all this, Leva finds herself subconsciously taking a step forward anyway as she keeps her eyes trained on 40's form. Leva's hands curl up in fists as she watches 40 petite shape rolling, shooting, and ducking through an endless horde of enemies. Is this how 40 felt in the past whenever she watched her fight? All she could do was wait outside the battlefield and watch. Any support she could give was limited to Leva's neural cloud, but a real battlefield is a truly dangerous place. 40. We get through this. I promise that next time, we're gonna truly fight by side in reality. She's using iframes with Elden Ring? Oh no! She has 100% equipment load! She's fat rolling! After who knows how long, Persica finally speaks over the comm channel again. Right, finally figured it out. 40, you can fall back now. No, Lena, Leva, you guys move in and help 40. Well, While she's still confused about what's going on, Lena had already rushed in. Leva follows closely behind her and helps to support 40. The surrounding robots are swiftly cleared away once the three of them counterattack together. Now that she has some breathing room at last, 40 asks Persica a question.
Thanks. So, what exactly was going on back there, Persica?
It's a parapluvivirus binary mechanism. Leva and 40's actions end up activating the parapluvivirus binary mechanism. Binary mechanism? What's that? Simply put, parapluvivirus has a hidden base layer mechanism. Baseline command for the parapluvivirus is to rewrite the host's neural cloud. If rewrite isn't successful, virus command will keep running. In other words, the previous batch of instructions terminates unexpectedly, parapluvivirus will issue a new command to replace the old one. Previous batch? You talking about 40? Yep. 40 discovered in Leva's level 3 was the initial virtual persona generated by the virus. This persona was supposed to overwrite Leva's neural cloud, but it unexpectedly ended up inheriting 40's personality and its mission became to protect Leva. Therefore, the neural rewrite was temporarily halted, and Leva could coexist with its virtual persona. However, after Leva was attacked and her neural cloud was damaged, the excess redundant data generated a second virtual persona from the parapluvivirus. In other words, that girl. Thanks to the characteristics of the parapluvivirus, the rewrite order triggered again and again, and the extra data began affecting Leva's neural cloud. So, 40 sealed my core away to protect my neural cloud. Yep, that's right. Given the changes in that person's data, both the girl and 40 started out as similar forms of data that originated from the parapluvivirus, which left both sides unable to attack each other. Naturally, she treated 40 as a friend and instinctively tried to get close to her.
No wonder she kept trying to talk to 40. But she didn't seem to be treating 40 as one of her own just now. Was that because of the binary mechanism?
That's right. Once the accumulated parapluvivirus data reached a certain level, the girl, as the latest spawn instance, replaced the previous 40 in the command hierarchy. He then received new orders and proceeded with the viral rewriting task. Meanwhile, 40, as a leftover from previous batch of instructions, was no longer classified as part of Paraplui and became junk code. Thanks to this binary mechanism, the 40 persona is no longer considered part of the virus. That's why the girl's attacks on 40 were effective, and it's why 40 is now free.
I'm free?
That's right. Normally, dolls infected by the parapluie-virus are quickly overwritten, and the neural clouds either burn out or fall under the control of parapluie. However, the fact that both 40 and Leva were resistant to the virus rewriting was what finally triggered this obscure hidden mechanism. In any case, all this was thanks to your efforts. Well, they do say that so-called miracles are a result of accumulated hard work. Is that what you meant, Persica? Perhaps. Persica pauses and smiles faintly before looking towards 40. However, the most important thing that I need is to congratulate you, 40. Since your designation as part of the parapluie virus was removed and you are now considered junk code, I managed to extract all of your data that was originally entangled with that girl while she was attacking you. Persica, does that mean? It means that from now on, you're no longer part of the parapluie virus.
Wait, really? Then does that mean 40 and Leva are...
Yep. Exactly what you think. Once you get rid of that bratty persona, parts of Leva's neural cloud taken over by the parapluie virus will be completely cleansed. In other words, we can solve Leva and 40's issues without having to reset her OGAS system.
40, look out! You shouldn't be spacing out on the battlefield even if you hear good news! Wait a minute, so I don't have to die? Is that right?
40 is still shooting, but her tears won't stop flowing. Leva slides into place beside her and sees off the enemies in front of her. That's right, 40. First, we have to deal with these annoying pests.
Yup, that's right. From now on, we can't let that girl mess Leva's neural cloud up any further. Leva, 40, let's go!
Oh, it's an Elden Ring enemy! It's the thing that teleports you! Spoilers for Elden Ring, by the way.
Leva, will we really be able to see the ocean when we reach the outside world?
Sure, we will. However, we have to deal with this problem first.
Yep, okay.
It's go time! Let's get the squad in here. Let's get the three sisters. You know what? I'm feeling confident. Let's just stick my wife in there as the healer. I hardly know her. Let's do this. It's time. Let's put an end to this once and for all. Oh, she has a voice. Ugh. Mysterious girl. Very mysterious. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Alright. And to think, the story's not over yet. We still have an epilogue. I really hope Lainie gets screen time in future events. I feel that would be appropriate. Because her voice sounds a lot deeper than I thought it would, but you know, it's fine. The gothic Lolita style. Oh, he won. Okay, boom! The huge, sinister shadow shudders under the trio's combined attacks. In the end, it swiftly crumbles into myriad small fragments that rain down on the neural space. As the rain of fragments falls, creepy and savage form returns to its original form. The girl looks up at 40 and lunges at her with fangs and claws bare. Ah! Why? Baddies! I hate you all! I want to live! I want to... Nope. Living privileges revoked. Before she can finish speaking, the girl's body completely disintegrates into data fragments. They sparkle like mirrors before transforming into thousands of butterflies that flit lightly through the air. 40 nimbly reaches out and touches the butterfly-like fragments. Feel cool. It's like touching the lingering remnants of a storm that has spent itself with someone's tears. Ah. Alright. Congratulations are now in order, 40. The problem that's been bothering you and Leva for so long has been solved once and for all. Her O-gas system doesn't need to be reset. I'll do the final cleanup in a bit and get rid of the remaining parapluvivirus data on Leva's neural cloud. This might cause your neural cloud signal to vanish for a bit. Once it's done, you can exist as an independent neural cloud and continue living with the others. Provided you're alright with it, of course. 40 stares dumbly at the communication screen. She opens her mouth as though she's about to speak, but nothing comes out. Huh? You haven't realized it yet? 40, I finished marking your data. What I'm saying is that the problem of the parapluvivirus has been completely resolved, and there is no need to reset Leva's O-gas system. Also, if you're willing, I can extract you from Leva's neural cloud and give you your own body so you can live independently as a doll. Man! That's like the doctor telling the paraplegic he's gonna walk again. Like, oh my god. Oh. Are you willing to accept 40? 40?
I am! Of course I'm willing to go through with it!
40 raises a hand, trying to wipe away the tears that won't stop falling.
I've always wanted a frame and name of my own. I wanted to live like a real, independent doll. To fight by everyone's side. To go to amusement parks and experience all the things I've longed to try for so long in this narrow space. I never thought a day like this would really come around. Not once. Leva, can I really do this?
40 tugs on Leva's hands.
You made me in the past and gave me the identity of UMP-40's ghost. But after I leave your neural cloud and get my own frame, I won't ever be the UMP-40 of the past, right? And I won't be able to share support with you from inside your neural cloud like before. Will it really be okay for me to exist like that? As a real me, and not a substitute for UMP-40. Is it really alright for someone like me to live in the real world?
Of course it is. Leva smiles faintly. Truth is, I've probably been looking forward to this day more than you have. 40, both you and the real UMP-40 are irreplaceable to me. And I don't want to lose any more of my friends. I already said goodbye to 40 in that beautiful dream just now. I hope that going forward, you'll continue to travel with me. As yourself, and not as UMP-40.
Leva!
40 presses her hands tightly over her eyes. Data fragments fall from the sky, gathering on the ground like drops of rain from a great storm. They slowly come together into a digital ocean of the clearest blue, with azure waves lapping around Leva and 40's feet. Looks like all the redundant data's been completely fragmented. I can fire up the clearing program now.
Aye!
As Persica hits the enter key, 40's body becomes turning transparent. 40, in a while, you'll...
Hey, Miss Persica, since everything else is pretty much wrapped up, I have a question for you. Can you something look at the report I just sent?
Okay, fine. I'll be hanging up now. See you later. And the azure waves become the Cunny Lane! Let's go! The transmission ends and the air goes quiet again. As 40 turns more and more transparent, she looks at Lena and Leva and smiles.
I didn't expect that I'd really get a chance to start a new life like this. This is wonderful! We can fight side by side from now on, 40!
Except you're not electric powered, you are normal attack damage, so you don't fit on an electric team. So sad. As she looks at the sobbing pair, Leva pinches her forehead in resignation. Surely with a touching moment like this, it would be better marked with smiles, don't you think? Why don't we come up with a new name for 40? After all, you'll have to live on as your own person from now on. I suggest getting Lena and her superb naming sense to come up with it.
Sure, I'm down with that. Lena picked your name of Leva and it sounds great. Really? You want me to choose your name? I mean, both the past and the present 40 are really important to Leva. So is it really appropriate for me to do it?
Oh, I don't think it's inappropriate at all. Leva gently knuckles Lena's forehead. When I almost lost myself in that sweet dream, it was the name Leva that brought me to my senses and told me I was no longer UMP 45 stewing in my past. The name Leva is a precious gift from you, Lena. I want you to give the same gift to 40. Oh, Leva! Lena's tears fall unbidden as she gazes at Leva's smile. Was I really that important to you, Leva? Of course, you little dummkopf. The gratuitous German. You've always been my precious little sister who's been supporting me after all these years. Lena throws herself into Leva's embrace. 40 draws closer too as she wipes her tears away. You're like this, it makes me want to cry too. Lainie! Eh? Lena looks up from Leva's chest. She wipes her tears away and looks intently at UMP 40. How about calling you Lainie from now on? Lainie means torch, or a bright shining light. That's because I hope you'll continue to light our way forward like a dog. I love this dork. But more importantly, it sounds like Leva and Lena. So that way, we'll be like a real family. Lainie. 40, or rather Lainie's voice trails off because her eyes are brimming with tears again. He smiles, nodding vigorously at Lena. As the three of them smile through their tears, they embrace each other tightly by the side of the Azure Sea until Lainie completely fades away. Ah, she's right there! She didn't disappear, see? Balls. Let's finish the event. Let's close this out. No matter how the system logs are overwritten, the progress from the past will always be preserved. I heard Leva's neural cloud was damaged after that encounter with the mysterious doll in that underground lab. How's she doing now? You heard about it too, Commander. Lena smiles and gives me a practiced nod. Don't worry, the matter's been settled. He's getting her new frame debugged over at Lily's place. Have I said yes to changing her frame? Yes, she did. If you're interested, why not head down and see for yourself? Kalina puts me through to Lainie's. Lainie is in a lab where she's tightening a bolt for Leva, who's inside a maintenance capsule. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you to nowhere. Lainie, the commander, was concerned about Leva. Could you put him through? Sure thing. Lainie turns the communication screen to Leva. She looks at me and waves with a smile. Yahoo, Commander. It's been a while. How's my new frame look? Leva rotates her arm and Lena frantically pushes it down from beside her. Hey, Leva, don't make any big movements. The debugging isn't done yet. Still, your new frame looks really cool. What do you think, Commander? It definitely looks more stylish than before. As I run my eyes over Leva's new frame, I notice something in the distance, far behind the maintenance capsule. A doll who looks very much like Leva is standing there, talking to Persica. For some reason, she seems a little familiar. The doll seems to have realized that I'm looking at her, because she's soon in front of the screen and waving merrily at me. Hi, Commander! It's been a while. No, that's not right. I think this is our first time meeting in real life. First time? Real life? Oh, so you must be... Allow me to introduce her. This is Lainie. She's been living in Leva's neural cloud until a couple of days ago, when she was separated from Leva by Persica. So that was you. It really has been a while. How does it feel to have a body of your own? I feel so happy being able to meet everyone in real life. Unfortunately, I'll have to say goodbye to everyone and go back to the lab with Persica. So soon? Yep. We'll be bringing Lainie back to the lab. Persica strolls over with a coffee in hand. I don't even want to come all the way over here to pick her up. And Dandelion went on about how we couldn't let an OGAS system doll run around unsupervised. Still, speaking of Dandelion, she's been contacting the Elmo pretty frequently as of late, hasn't she? Hey, would you be interested in taking Lainie in? Yes! You've got Dandelion keeping an eye on the Elmo. Why not let her stay there for a bit once her Neurocloud and frame stabilize?
Huh? I can do that? I saw all kinds of things about you when I was in Leva's Neurocloud. I'd love to visit the Elmo if I got a chance. Oh, if you're gonna visit the Elmo, then I want to go too! Leva can come along as well, right? That way, we three sisters can all be together again!
If I go as well, won't our poor Callan be stuck doing all the work by herself?
Oh yeah, then I guess that's a no-go. But I don't want to be separated from Leva or Lainie or Callan or the Commander. Can't we all just stay together forever?
Oh, we'll be meeting up in soon enough. That'll solve most of your problems, won't it, Lena? Still, spending time with Lainie over the Elmo is quite an interesting idea. What do you think, Commander? You're almost welcome to come to the Elmo. That includes you too, Callan. Of course, that'll probably have to wait until matters are taken care of. When the time comes, why don't you join us too, Persica? Huh? Please. No, it's not like I haven't been there before. I'm not interested in planting a target on myself as I wander the countryside. Lainie can go by herself. She really is my wife! Oh my fucking god.
It's a deal then. See you on the Elmo, Commander.
Some time later. After the last of the kinks are finally worked out of Leva's new frame, Lainie gets to her feet.
Right, what should we find now? You've been getting used to all the field conditions. What do you think, Miss Persica?
Looks alright on my end, too. Persica nods, then turns to look at Lainie. Alright, let's go then, Lainie.
Hey, we're leaving already?
Lena tugs somewhat reluctantly on Lainie's hand, and he smiles and rubs Lena's hand.
Aw, it's not like we'll never see each other again. I'm just going to Persica's lab for observation. You can just call me anytime if you miss me.
Yep. Leva walks over and pats Lena as well. And besides, we'll all be seeing each other again on the Elmo.
Alright. And you have to make sure to keep in touch with Leva and me often, okay? I will. Alright, Leva, I'll be off now.
After waving happily to them, Lainie heads outside with Persica, with Liv trailing behind the ladder.
Hey, Persica, when will you be coming again? I got a lot of reports of 39 illegal research. There's a few things I need to ask you about.
Reports, you say? Didn't you send them to me a while back?
I sure did. We have a look.
Lainie holds her terminal high as she leaves the room. Lena waves non-stop at Lainie. Bathed in bright sunlight, Lainie shrinks into the distance. Just before she completely disappears from Leva's view, her tiny silhouette suddenly turns back and waves to Leva. Leva raises her hand too and waves to Lainie in the distance. The sunlight is still pouring down. Its brilliance seems to illuminate everything. Past, present, and future. A little figure in the distance, or perhaps the dark nest sleeping within the abyss. Leva looks towards that receding shape. Feels like she's looking at a distant, sunnier, and higher place. She clenches her fist without saying a word. Forty, please watch me. I'll make sure I keep the promise I made with you. Man! I forget who the lady is. I'm gonna call her L. Explode her so that Persica shows us more attention instead. Wow! I like this event. Let's do the side nodes and then... Yeah. Actually... Let's extend the stream. It's Bezos break time. Have fun, taters, at work. I'm gonna take a Bezos break, and when we come back, we are going to do the side nodes and then the supply nodes. But yeah, more event, and now you can read the spoilers. It's fine. I'm going to talk about the event after the break while we do these extra story notes. So I'll be back in 3 minutes. This kills the ads for everyone. I need to piss. So it's time to become a P-tuber, and I'll see you all in 3 minutes. Don't watch the ads. need her ultimate weapon. I just want purple, so she's like usable. Let's do it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. God damn it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Well, we got the blue version, but we want the purple. But unfortunately, the purple was wasted on... Let's do the regular story. Okay, from now on, it's basically cleanup. We are doing the side nodes of the story content. And... Wait, is there a side quest story here? Nope, this is just gameplay. That's fine. We'll go with this squad. We have my wife! I think I'll speed this up too, since the rest of the stream is just gonna be autoing. I still have to take the cat outside. I still have to... Oh, I have to take the cat out. Well, I don't need to, but I want to because she deserves to go outside. My cat used to be an outdoor cat. Now she's an indoor cat. And turning an outdoor cat into an indoor cat super sucks. Because she always wants outside. So I got a leash and I take her outside, try to, for like an hour a day. Now that the weather's warming up, it's becoming a lot easier to do that on a daily basis. In the winter, it super sucked. But now that the spring was skipped and we're already into summer, thanks Pacific Northwest weather, I am... Weather? I hardly... Wait, she gets to move twice in one turn? That's pretty neat. Anyway. Okay. My thoughts on the story? I'm glad I left that cliffhanger when I did. Because the freaking... I got to dwell on this story for the past 3 days after leaving on that cliffhanger. Amidst my developing train autism, my... How is this story going to unfurl? Who gets to move twice in one turn? Lainie. Because I saw her clone move and then she got to move. It's almost as if she's 2 in 1. Can you just imagine having a threesome with Lainie because her clone, you can touch it. Which means it can touch you. You are not safe from getting double teamed by Lainie. She turned off her hearing module so she can't hear your safe word. Why am I like this? Anyway. I like this story. I like most of the Girls Frontline stories. These story events, I feel like the only reason I like the story events as much as I do is because I am very emotionally invested in the characters and the setting. And I stream it, but that's besides the point. Oh yeah, they both have their own abilities that on the others corresponding ability. Yo, they are interlinked, within cells interlinked, within cells interlinked, within cells interlinked. In Talon's server, they're watching Blade Runner. They were watching Drive 2011 earlier, and before stream, they were watching the Barbie movie. They're having a fucking drunk Ryan Gosling night without me. I could have canceled stream, but I didn't. And it's Thursday. I try not to drink on Thursday. They are all really drunk. If they're still going after stream, I might join them. Being outside with the cat and all. I won't. I'll just be outside with the cat and listen to more learning about trains. I referenced the interlink thing to your sister the other day. Does your sister know about Ryan Gosling? About the Blade Runner? I hardly know her. Because that's important. Running the blade. She does? Very nice. Does she know about Drive 2011? I mean, all of these movies... Wait, isn't your sister, like, still a minor, technically? Aren't these movies too mature for her? It's fine. Minor? I hardly know. God. Thanks, Minecraft. I don't really watch that many movies, to be honest. There are so many things I'd like to do in Nescord, but unfortunately for me, everything just overlaps with itself, and I keep forgetting. I would like to bring back weekly or weekend activity nights, like movie nights and game nights. That is on the agenda. It's just this month, well, next week in particular, I'm really busy. And then after that, I'm still I still have to do all those subathon rewards unless I just complete all of the subathon rewards on my subathon stream. No. She turns 18 next month after you ship out? What? Why are you despair facing that? Excuse me. Sir, that has great implications when you do that. I hope you know. This team is good. Is there anyone else I can... Nah, that's fine. Let's go. We're just gonna auto everything. And then we're gonna auto the supply levels. And then we're gonna auto whatever freaking simulation mode. We're not Albanian. What does Alabama have to... Oh, are you sure about that? It's that pineapple pizza meme, remember? Alabamian? Yo, your iPhone is getting confused, man. Aren't you supposed to be Drive 2011-ing? Are you texting and driving? Are you God's Textus driver right now? This man. Okay. This man working so late. I can't believe you've done this. We live in a society where there are working people. I have found myself in the office space habit of on busy days where I do have work to do, I just do most of it in the morning and then I spend the second half of the day doing nothing. I will admit, my productivity, the 1228 is the level of productivity I have at the start of the day, and that quickly plummets as the day progresses, and it hits 0 around lunchtime. That's how it works. I really feel like the 4-hour workday needs to be a fucking thing. If we just cut the workday in half, doubled the amount of employees, and to compensate, you just slash the ever-loving shit out of the C-suite executive salaries, including, but especially the CEO. Holy shit, I feel like the country as a whole would be a lot happier. Sure, that's oversimplified. I'm sure I'm gonna get some actuallys by fucking business majors that are insecure about their middle management position of doing nothing but yelling at people, being under threat. But hey, get fucked. Believe it or not, I actually do things at my job. Those things involve generating data reports that are used, that are actively used. The company cannot function, literally cannot function without the reports I produce. They use those reports as the backbone of everything that is produced. So, I am lucky to say I don't have a true bullshit job. God, there's a lot of bullshit. Oh my fucking god. Oh, cat. Yes, we're going outside after this. I am playing through as many my cat really wants to go outside. I feel so bad. We haven't gone outside yet. We will be going outside. I know, she's clawing at the door. Oh my god, okay. Let's do the supply levels. I already did the first one on stream, so let's do these next ones and just... Anyway, I started blasting. Yo, do we get to take 5 people? No, just 4. Okay, these 4 will do just fine. If they weren't if the enemies weren't half our level, I would totally just... I would actually put in strong units and worry about having to do it right. Oh wait, that's what challenge mode is for. I think challenge mode opened yesterday. We could do the first few challenge levels. Sounds like, did that guy just explode himself? It looked like that guy just exploded himself. That is funny. But it's still our turn, so I know he didn't explode himself, unless... I have always found the character builds that use HP as a resource. For example, a mage that if you run out of MP, you can cast from HP instead. Or you could sacrifice 5% HP to make your attack 10% stronger or some shit like that. I have never vibed with those kinds of characters. A very common example is parry the MP5. The lower your HP, the higher your attack is. That's just a general concept. I know there was an armor set in RuneScape that did that. I know that parry the MP5 does that. I know there's an armor set ability in Monster Hunter that does that. And honestly, with perfect play, that is viable, but the very top risk, top reward dealio, the team I'm going for in 9th is based around sacrificing health. Is that why you have my wife in there? By the way, my wife in Reverse 1999 is Cristallo, the dying girl, because I don't know any other characters other than Regulus. So if I had to choose between Cristallo and Regulus, I'd pick Cristallo. I'm sure there are more characters. If you get where's the glasses library girl in Reverse 1999? I know there's a character in that game that has this really pretty Greek white dress toga outfit with the olive hairband, and it looks 10 out of 10 beautiful. Like, if I knew her name, I would say, yeah, you're better than Cristallo, but apparently it is not her regular outfit, so it's like, damn. But that's okay, because it's still 10 out of 10. We need to bring back natural hairbands. We're talking the Greek flower hair ornaments. We're talking just flower hair ornaments in general. No one does that anymore. Whatever happened to traditional pretty? I'm mad. I'm actually mad that traditional pretty is dead. It sucks. But it's fine. Freaking... What's also funny is that despite saying that, I don't actually want a trad wife either. You'd think, oh yeah, traditional pretty, just get a trad wife. No! That's not what I want! It's impossible! It is impossible to sate me! But it's fine, because no one has to! It's okay, unicorns do exist. They just don't exist anywhere that I know of. That's why I play Girls Frontline. How many levels are there? What the fuck? Oh, this is the last one. Okay. You know what? Just for this, let's actually try. There we go. We'll do that. Because by having my wife go first, she will buff everybody in the electric team, and it will be good. I spent a decent amount of time going through my entire character roster in this game and upgrading their weapons and stuff. Oh wow, we're about to win. Oh wow, she's just attacking. So anyway, we started blasting. That attack is so weak. I think its purpose is just for generating electric tiles, as well as damaging stability. Go, Lainie! Stay in your Lainie, Lamount. I surprisingly don't have the latest dolls really purpose-built. I've gotten lazy in that regard because I can just steal taters, but I feel like getting the challenge modes done with a built Voimistina is the way. Alright! Up next is challenge mode. I believe only the first level is ready, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because we can. Yeah! And then next week will probably be a short stream because they'll just be doing the challenge mode and whatever's left of the simulation exercise mode. But I still have a lot of stream time left, so we're gonna... I thought my dolls were set up. They gave me a team to use. So we're gonna use that team, but we're doing it on my terms. Okay, so they give us Yu-Hee. Where the fuck is Yu-Hee? Is she near the bottom? No, I upgraded her. Oh wow, she's actually decent. Let's fucking go. Let's use Taters as built Lainie. Scroll down to Taters. There it is. Oh, 15,000? Good god. Okay, where's my Suomi? My Suomi's up here. There we go. And I didn't really build my Fae, but it's fine. Let's get Yu-Hee first, you two up front. There we go. That'll work. Now. I've gotten into the habit of always going to the crew deck first, and that way I get my T bonus. Wait, I have to do that afterwards, right? It's okay, I'll still have time to take the cat outside. The sun is still up. Daylight savings time doesn't suck too much yet. After this, I'm gonna get the phase clash done. That way I can get the T. That's what we're all about. Bro, the way I've been seeing your Lainie doing 70k damage in smoke gun and saying if your attacks, bro. I mean, how? I've been using your Void Mestina, but now I'm tempted to use your Lainie. Maybe. Maybe. Perhaps. I don't know, man. That would mean I'd have to build either my Void Mestina or my Lainie, and I feel like building my Void Mestina would be the better option. But if your Lainie can do 70k, that is actually insane. That is wild. Yo, get double kill AoE'd. Okay, so Faye just gets out of turn attacks. That is pretty cool. She does the spin to win whirlwind. For some reason, the Hitman board game came to mind. I got the notification on Steam that Hitman, that assassin game with the bald guy, they're making a board game. And I'm like, wow, as much as I like board games, that sounds like a terrible idea. I have completed all of the newer Hitman games, the World of Assassination trilogy. I haven't, I've silent assassined all of them, but I have not silent assassin suit only'd all of them. And this is on the standard difficulty, by the way. The pro difficulty gives me too much anxiety. I always believe in playing a game how you enjoy it the most, and I find the most enjoyment in doing a lot of the challenges just on regular difficulty, which is fine. The lady just pushes voice shred a little further. Oh, okay. 70k is both Lainies on the field. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and collect all of our rewards. Very cool. Ooh, that's a lot of rewards. And wait, we still have a supply ticket. We need to burn that. And it's gone. Up next is... what's next? Up next, we get to do the simulation exercises. Using these dolls. Level 45? Okay. Now, are these my... oh, I could use others. Where's the fourth doll? Oh, right there. Okay, let's scroll down to Tater's Lainie. Like, for some reason, they seem really insistent on this ragtag team of Y. I don't understand what the synergy is here. But, okay. And last but not least is Suomi, who is up here. Let's go ahead and set it like this, even though we do not need to... we don't really need to set them. It's kind of overkill, honestly. We're already over-leveled for this simulation exercise. I'm just yapping. And then we're gonna do Phase Clash, which actually will need me to play the fucking video game. So yeah, 3-hour stream on a weekday. And to think, I'm gonna be streaming this long tomorrow too, because my recap stream tomorrow, I have a lot to talk about the convention. And I will probably grab some sippin' good juice. The drink. The adult drink tomorrow. I probably won't start the stream with it, but I'll probably like slowly sip it throughout the stream and just feel good throughout the stream, because I still think about that convention. I'd say this is probably one of the better conventions I've had, because I had a lot more interactions this time than pretty much ever. And with a few drinks in me, I am not afraid to just interact with randoms, as G11 pointed out with Offkai 2024. When I get sloshed in the atrium, I'm just the life of the party, apparently. And while that I didn't get sloshed, I did have quite a bit. Spoiler alert, I filled a 12-ounce flask with 57% ABV Smith & Cross rum. Tadadu and I drank the whole thing by Sunday. I also brought a full bottle of Jepson's Malort and a full bottle of sake, that plum sake that I really like. Both bottles were half empty by Sunday. We had a great time, for sure. It also helped that I was very clear with Tadadu, like, bro, drink as much as you want. Oh, Springfield's in this one. Okay. The intent was that we had a good time. And Tadanu told me Sunday that he was gonna drink the entire sake bottle on Saturday night, but he stopped himself because he didn't want to be too hungover for Saturday. Like, okay, that is understandable, actually. That is also why I didn't drink too much, is so I could enjoy the con without it. I managed to avoid a major hangover on Saturday, as well as Sunday. I had a very mild hangover on Sunday, but that was also probably combined with the terrible lack of sleep that I got, which I will be going more into. I always try to get more pictures of the venue, but again, I get swept in the moment, and I don't always take pictures of the venues I'm in. I did take a picture of every panel I attended, and unlike last year where I barely attended any panels, this year, I attended so many panels, I actually had trouble finding time to wander for cosplays, as well as busk and play musical instruments. I think I mentioned it in the Discord a couple times while I was at the convention. Like, man, I need to, like, find time to play my instruments. Because 1 hour to set up isn't enough. I need, like, 10 minutes to set up, and then the time to break down and everything. Because when I play, I want to be there a while. I don't want to be there too long. But when it comes to trumpet, I'll be there an hour. Sure, 1 hour is fine. But the setup time, having to set up all of my music, I got a music stand, plus having to carry that music stand everywhere. The intent is that I would set up after all the panels have concluded that I wanted to go to, and I can just firmly plant myself at the entrance and play. And that's what I did on Friday, and I'll talk about that more tomorrow. Until then, go Yuhi! Yeah, we win. Okay. Next, I get to play the video game. This whole time you thought I was playing the game? No. Now, we really play the video game because it's Phase Clash. The Phase Clash. It's under time limited, boundary push, Phase Clash. While we're here, let's just collect this because we can. Why not? Get that running again. Oh, we're done. Okay, cool. Oh, fuck yeah. The fire is the intel. My fire team is hot. Don't I have... Right. Yeah, this is the fire team. Okay, let's do it. I'm so glad the intel is on the fire zone because I can just auto the boss battle without worry. Let's go. I also swapped out Sakura. And I'm keeping G36 just in case because she's a healer and a cleanser. I hardly know her. She is extremely useful even if she's a bit redundant based on how much healing I have on my team. If I really wanted to maximize DPS, I'd swap her out with Shark. But there's no need for that now because these bosses, they die anyways. And, well, I feel the longevity with G36's healing is better for these kinds of battles. Oh, can't go there. Oh, can't go there. Yeah, the longevity with the battles. Because these boss battles are over-leveled, but unlike the Gunsmoke bosses, they can kill you. Like, you can get a game over. It's level 80. They've overclocked the leveling, which I'm cool with. Finally, they made number go up beyond what the player is capable of. Fortunately, it's restricted just to this little mode here. He says Sakura's better for Gunsmoke over Quinoa? Only if the boss is weak to fire. Yes, this is because Sakura, she has her Sakura mark, as well as that, I'm gonna call it the thermos mode, the hot spring mode, where after 35 fire attacks, for 2 turns, all fire units get a 30% buff. Quinoa doesn't have that. At least I don't think she does. So that is why I would always advocate for Sakura over Quinoa. That's not to say Quinoa doesn't have her place. Quinoa is incredible when built. I just haven't built her very well. So she's on my B fire team if I ever need a B fire team. Okay. Let's do this. And let's let this battle run its course. The only thing I disagree with the AI is that it always ults with QJ, which isn't always the ultimate play, but it's fine. Actually, it also does a suboptimal play with Vector here. There, see, that's the Sakura mark proccing. And up next, I need to... Oh god, that is so many effects. From one attack. Holy shit, I think that had procced all the Sakura marks. Yeah, she uses the third ability when she should be using her second. I might have to program that, but you know what? It's fine. We'll roll with this. I don't feel like rewinding just for that tiny optimization. We're gonna win anyway. We're just not gonna win as hard. But see this counter in the top right? That is the Sakura heat counter. Lewis also gets it. I don't think Quinoa gets it though. But it's... I feel like with both Lewis and Sakura on a team, that would fill up much faster. So it might be able to proc twice per Gunsmoke instead of just once. Unfortunately, my Lewis isn't very built. And also, unfortunately, she doesn't really have much room in my fire team. Due to the fact that I need a dedicated attacker to proc QJ. I already replaced G36 in the fire team. So, yeah, unfortunately, unless they bring like 6 dull echelons, which they won't, except for very rare story instances, this side. Most of the attacks that my fire team do are single target, but lately they've been doing more AoE damage. Before, my fire team was almost exclusively single target, with Perry, the MP5, having her burst just like that she just did. Nice, okay. We got that. Now let's explore the rest of the map. Hopefully we get the recipe. If we don't, that's fine. We'll just do more phase clash because... Nope, that ain't it. Okay. Climb the ladder. Grab all the goods. But yeah, this is your weekly chore in this game mode. Where else we go? Really? This is the only room? Well, let's just teleport to the room because I'm lazy. Grab the boxes. Those 3 are there and those 4 up here. See? Teleporting is faster than just walking here. Nice. Cool. Thanks, Past Me, for doing these levels before. Alright, let's get to the second level and collect the boxes there too. And then after we collect the next round of boxes for all of the tea drinks, because I have collected all of the tea drinks, we will end stream, most likely. I need to be careful who I kill and where. You need to let me by. You. I can't hit the other guy. Can't kill them because they'll chain reaction each other despite that guy sleeping but not being awoken by gunshots. Okay. I'm gonna hit you. You're gonna turn around and I'm gonna go bonk and I win. Okay, good. This is the only... Everyone hidden back here. Where the fuck is the last box? They like to hide these boxes. Oh, it's up here. They were both up here. I am blind. Hey, cat! We are going outside later, I promise. Yeti. Oh. Hee. Get confused. Bruh. What the hey? This guy is puppy guarding both of them. That is not cool, but it's fine. We manage. This level's annoying. Oh, I can't go that way? What the fuck? Kitty. My cat is... She really wants to go outside. She knows that I've been streaming for too long. I don't normally stream this long. They're normally outside by now. What the hell, Ness? Please let me outside. In which to that, I say we don't need to kill these guys. We can just blast this open. Don't need a shotgun for that. I liked this mode when it came out. Then they added a one-click dispatch to collect all the rewards without actually having to play it. I'm like, sweet. Now that I've outlived this mode, cool. And then they re-added it with this skin, and it's like, wow, this mode is a chore. I think in most of my surveys that I post or submit, I'm like, please bring back the dispatch mode, or this, please. This is a chore, and while yes, we do it once a week, it takes a lot of time. But hey, they're just adding stream time, so can we really complain about me streaming longer? Yes, actually. Oh yeah, I found the thing. Hey, Mr. Pizza! There's apparently a girls' frontline shop, and they have a Mr. Pizza on there. I could probably add some of the merch to my throne. And I didn't get the... Is that the whole map? Nope. There's still one more over there. Let's claim what's up here. Woo! Hello! We're about to fight. Just kidding. Nope. We're not fighting today. Die, please. Thank you, please. One more box. One more box. Where is it? One more box and I can do the next level. Is it up here? No, it's not. It's back here. I didn't walk right by him. That is this whole level. Let's go ahead and evac. Okay. And now, next I have to choose electric team. Let's go. Alright, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Is that it? Yeah? Oh, Dork is here. Yeah. This works. Let's do it. I like the electric weapon skins. I got them because I think they look cool. They remind me of the Call of Duty Zombies weapons. Because while I've never actually gotten to use those enhanced Call of Duty Zombies weapons, I like watching videos of people do it, and it's all like, wow, that's cool. It annoys me that apparently the optimal strategy in Call of Duty Zombies is to just spam the mystery box until you get a weapon you want. And while yes, that I can see, excuse me? I'm like, why won't it open? Hello? Oh, it's because my internet died. Oh no. I should be back. Yikes. Yeah, I should be back online now. Stream should be healthy. It blipped there for a second. That's alright. We didn't really miss anything significant. At least I don't think we did. Okay, so we can just walk... Oh, we can't walk there, sir. You can just teleport to the next room or just jump down. There we go. I do find it funny that in this mode, you can just straight up shoot and enemies will not notice in terms of, oh, there's gunshots in the vicinity. They'll be all like, oh, you shot, but you were so far away enough that it doesn't really make a difference. There's the last box. There is the last box. Then we gotta open the door. They need to add more of these door minigames. They break up the monotony. There we go. They are like micro games, very simple. But that's all you need to keep the player engaged. Don't hit that. Woo! That's an elite. You can't kill elites in one hit in this particular game mode, so you just have to go around them. Unless you want to fight them, which is just time consuming. How would you do that? How would you play the video game? Let's go around. He's gonna block this, so we have to wait for the cycle. While we're waiting, we could just blast this open. You can shoot me from across? I guess that's one way to go across the rocks. Fuck it. Alright. You also need engagement rings to keep the players engaged? Yes! I didn't realize that I could get hit from other... I learned something. Alright, this is fine. You probably have enough points to exfiltrate anyways, but I'm just collecting the rewards out of principle. They changed the Varjager hurt voices to be like this, and while it is a upgrade, I really hope they would mix it in with the other voices as well. The old voices. That way there's more variety. Okay, the alert level is 3 now, which is not great, meaning if we do a boss battle, there will be reinforcements. Which, again, not great, but it's fine, because we're strong enough. My electric team is built good. And these guys are all asleep anyway. Where the heck are we? Alright, we can just warp here, do these 3, and then do the boss, and then call it stream, actually. We are that close to being done. We can just hide in these bushes. Easy clap. If we stray up with the habit of everyone staying in the vicinity. I remember the ending, one of the ending scenes to Sora no Woto. Spoilers for an anime that's like 20 years old. Is everybody about to go to war, but then at the last minute, the main characters come in with a huge megaphone like, wait, we don't have to fight. And it's like, we don't have to fight? Yay! And all of the soldiers throw their loaded guns into the air in celebration. Remember, the number rule of gun safety is to have fun. Now, the scene cuts away immediately as the guns are thrown into the air and they reach the vertex. Why did that take me so long to think of? The vertex of their thrown trajectory. So technically they never hit the ground, so there was no chance of an ND. But still, the number one rule of gun safety is to have fun, right? I was talking to a VTuber friend of mine about why I could never own a gun. I am all for gun ownership, but I could never myself own one. It's like how the number one rule of Subway was don't. What's that even supposed to mean? Don't what? What did he mean by this? Not don't have fun, just don't. Don't. The number one rule of gun safety. Don't. Don't gun safety? Baseball, huh? Okay, that's certainly a choice. But okay. We'll roll with it. It's fine. Oh man. I also find it funny that they impose a 3-hour real time limit in this mode. I don't know why. But reverse Nike, just don't. Just do it, just do not. Understandable, have a great day. Right, the enemies are gonna spawn in. And it's fine. With the power of combined hitboxes, we can damage them too. I like how I gave her the fan at the end to signify it's an AR. Very nice. I also, when doing my custom guns for this build, noticed that they gave us a both bullpup and regular configuration electric gun. So that satisfies both types. That is why Zhang Yu has a different electric gun. Actually, they're all carrying different electric guns. Because, as you can see, Mossy Nugget wasted her ult on a regular-ass enemy. But she has the rifle variant, whereas my wife is carrying the assault rifle variant. Wait, no, that means Dorka's also using the assault rifle variant. That's fine. That's fine. Did she just shoot through the wall? Oh no, it's a fence wall. It's fine. Cool. Okay, we killed the regular enemies. Let's kill the boss now, please. Yo! What is that buff that the boss has? He's charging up. All of my girls are just standing out in the open, not taking cover. Oh, she's taking cover. Okay, that's good. Thanks for taking cover. If only the rest of the squad could take cover. Holy shit! Oh wait, those are the turrets. They don't have much health. I'm like, that was a lot of damage. Before realizing, oh. Wait, is he not taking damage? Excuse me? Okay, he's taking damage. This is fine. I'll be like, if you just don't take damage unless there's a gimmick involved, that's some bullshit. He probably just takes less damage, but that's fine by me. We'll just hit him for less damage. Cool. Get damaged, son. We're dealing enough damage. We killed him. See? Plenty of damage. Watch this contain the T ingredient. That'd be funny, because then I just get 10 Merkle leaves instead. I get... Oh! Alright. No secret for me. Let's get out of here. Hey! Okay. Collect my rewards. Damn. Sure, that one and that one. Why not? I never know what to pick of these. Why don't we pick... We've already got some of these, I think. Let's grab one of these two. Let's grab that. I don't even know. I still don't know what these things do. I think they are for the flower mode, but they are named so weirdly that it's... I don't know. Now it's just a matter of collecting all my things. Yay! I'm done. That's it. That's all we needed to do. Very cool. Heck, Em. Look at this cat. This cat and I are going to be going outside. And it's going to be great. The sun is still out. I'm sure the weather is getting, like, the temperature is starting to drop because the sun is setting. But it's fine. Thank you for coming to my stream. Life is good, probably. I am going to see who we can raid. Who's on? Waka VT is on. We're going to raid Waka VT. Let's all raid him and say first, because he likes to give me crap about Frist. Are you Frist, son? Let's raid Waka VT. Very cool. I met him at Offkai. He's a fun guy. He's playing Marvel Rivals in slideshow mode, but that doesn't mean we can't have a good time, because Waka's a pretty good time. He's one of the only people that has been able to match my energy levels, and in some cases even surpass it, which is absolutely wild. But in any case, I will catch you all tomorrow for the SakuraCon recap. My cat knows that we are going to be going outside very soon, and it's going to be great. Until then, thank you all so much for finishing the Lainie event with me. It was fun. I'm glad I was able to finish it today. Stream tomorrow, and next week's schedule will be pretty much exclusively Gorilla streams. I'll be posting in the Discord whenever I'm about to stream. But until then, there is no feasible way for me to actually schedule streams next week due to jury duty! God bless America! And with that, I'll catch you tomorrow for the SakuraCon recap. Thank you for coming. See you tomorrow.